Sandra all the time is here with a cold hard truth. She's the ears and the eyes for me and you. Every day, everyone want to hear from Sandra. And every time on the air, she's getting better. Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your mama, call Sandra in the morning and in the evening. We always calling Sandra. And when they start fighting, they calling Sandra. And
That's right, folks. Everyone is telling their mama about the cold hard truth. Welcome to another episode with more truth telling, more problem solving, and of course, more tea spilling than ever before. Sit back, students, grab your tea and turn up the volume because class is now in session. Call in at 936-2626 because your voice matters. Share your opinion on issues that matter the most to you. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. How y'all doing? Ooh, honey child. It is Hump Day Wednesday already this week, the last Wednesday of February. And guess what? We got lots to cover. This is a leap year. We only got 29 days in February. Yes, that's right. So if you were born in a year where it's February 30th, guess what? You're not going to really have a birthday this year. How does that work? Do you only celebrate your birthday every other year? Anyway, we got a full show for you guys this morning. Good morning to everybody on Instagram. Good morning to our Facebook listeners, YouTube. Give me 1 second, honey child. I need to send out our lists. We got some new people on the WhatsApp distribution list. So, I'm going to go ahead and send them the links directly this morning for the show. You guys know we stream daily on Facebook, YouTube, and I think I might need to send this to the 106 people. Hold on 1 second. They might be missing the link. Ooh. Let me just try to log in real quick. So we got Instagram, Facebook. Where else are we streaming? Instagram, Facebook, Bobo 89, Bobo 89.1, 89. Is it 89? Oh my gosh. My brain not working this morning. I'm so tired. I'm going to tell you guys, Zeus woke me up at like 4:15 in the morning and I had to go let him out. And so it was difficult for me to get back to sleep after he woke me up. So that's why I'm kind of like a little bit like out of it. Got a headache. I woke up with a headache as a result of that. But no worries. We will push through because, honey child, we have to work. Nobody pays the bills around here if we don't work. We're going to talk about some family members who they love to have other people paying their bills and then got the audacity to try and call people name. We're going to set the record straight yet today. Don't y'all worry. That's coming right up. Tell your mama. Tell your papa. Yeah. We're going to tell some cousins here today what really going on. I feel like I should listen to that song one more time. Get your water ready. Get your tea ready.
Sandra all the time is here with a cold hard truth. She's the ears and the eyes for me and you. Every day, everyone want to hear from Sandra. And every time on the air, she's getting better. Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your mama to call Sandra in the morning and in the evening. We always calling Sandra. And when they start fighting, they calling Sandra. And they start robbing, they calling Sandra. And if the rooster fly in the kitchen, they calling Sandra. And when they want to get the money, they calling Sandra. And even when they lose their honey, they calling Sandra. Every day, everyone wanna hear from Sandra. And all the time on the air, she's getting better. Some people say, honey child, that she's a savior. She's not afraid to say, and she will tell you. Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your mom.
Let you
Tell
know
your mama.
who the big
Tell
winner
your papi.
is. All right, let's get some news now from CMR. It's 7:31 right now.
Big news. I have some important news for you. Interesting news.
It's Blake and Aaron's Spilling the Tea with Sandy.
Cayman's top news headlines of the day from CMR.
Hey, Sandy, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Blake and Aaron. How are you guys doing this beautiful Wednesday morning?
We are good. What do you got for us?
Fantastic. All right. Make it quick this morning. So we've got hundreds of people attended the 9th annual Cocoa Fest on Saturday. I was not one of them, sorry. Had lots of other things to do, but sounds like they still had a decent turnout. So congratulations to them.
Yeah, we were up there. It was great.
Yeah, every year I love it because they do everything coconuts, and I love me a coconut. So there you go. So they had a wonderful time at the Pedro Castle.
One of my favorite pies, coconut cream pie.
Is that really? Okay, so we've got a recall of ready-to-eat. This word always gets me. Charcuterie meat products. So if you charcuterie, you have the charcuterie board.
Who's recalling charcuterie?
Department of Environmental Health is advising members of the public that there's been a recall of the ready-to-eat meat products. Yeah. By this company called Fratelli Beretta USA due to possible underprocessing. Well, the Food Safety and Inspection Service of the United States of America made the announcement recalling the products, and they say that they contain a cured meat ingredient which may be underprocessed, resulting in contamination with food-borne pathogens. So this is no bueno. And, I guess if you have them, probably just throw them in the garbage. Get something else. How
do you mess up a charcuterie board? Come on.
I mean,
processed meat. Cured meats.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So
doing it for hundreds and hundreds of years. How do you mess it up?
So developers continue to have it out with people. There's an objector to the Badabanu Road Development Project who says that the $3.7 million commercial and residential complex, which includes 82 apartments in Badabanu Road in West Bay, is going to cause flooding for nearby properties. So it's a 92-bedroom development proposed by West Village Development Company, and it's expected to appear before the Central Planning Authority today, actually. And so one of the objectors, I guess the major objector, says that the majority of the land is zoned low density residential, and it's going to become commercial after this complex goes in, and that they need to consider the flooding parcels that might occur, the parcels that might get flooded in rainy and hurricane season. But the new developer says that they will be filling the parcels much higher than the surrounding parcels. And this happens all the time, right? Those homes have been there for decades. So this is what the objector said in his letter to the CPA. So we'll keep you guys updated to see how that pans out and where that goes, if anywhere at all. All right. Psychiatrist nursing assistant training program is going to be launching soon. So the Minister of Health and Wellness, Sabrina Turner, said that a psychiatrist nursing assistant, PNA, training program is being developed to provide employment opportunities for Caymanians who desire to work as PNAs at the Poinciana Rehabilitation Center. So this is a rehabilitation center that we're all waiting to open. But she mentioned the new program, which is expected to launch next month, in Parliament on Monday when she responded to questions about the opening of the center. She went on to say that the training will help to develop our local workforce and to provide them with an opportunity to obtain employment and mental health services locally. All right, we just got to get it open now. So kudos to them. You would have thought training would have been in place for a little minute now since we knew this facility was coming, but better late than never, folks. Those are your beautiful news headlines this Wednesday morning.
Fantastic. All right,
Yeah.
Sandy, we'll catch you tomorrow for Thursday
sir.
headlines.
All right. Sounds good.
See you later.
All right, folks. Good morning, everyone. How are y'all doing, honey chow? I got to take a headache tablet because, like I said, poor Zeus came waking me up. Oh, let me adjust the camera. And oh gosh, why is my overhead light on? Yeah, maybe I'll leave it on tonight. Although it messes with my signage over there. You can't really see that sign says on air. All right, let me take my tablet, honey chow. I might need a tablet for other reasons today. All right. We got a guest coming in about an hour at 8:30. And we're going to have a short show. I'm going to go till about 9:15 because we got to get to court for some news this morning. So let me just get to it. Okay. Sometimes, honey chow, I just got to cut to the chase. Good morning to everybody. We got skip roll call this morning. Y'all know how it go. When we got pop off a little bit, we're just going to skip roll call. Let me put it all on the line for y'all and break this down. Okay, everybody ready? Class in session? Everybody at the front of the classroom? Y'all want to huddle together now. Every single morning, I stand here Monday through Friday, not every morning, Monday through Friday. And we have some real heart-to-heart conversations about all sorts of things in the Cayman Islands plaguing us, yes? And since starting this show, it has been my remit, not just this show, but this entire platform. It has been my remit to be honest with the people and tell the truth. Well, sometimes, as y'all have seen, that means even telling the truth on myself, right? Let me be very, very clear. If you listen to me, even a little bit, you know from whence I've cometh, how far I have come. That is why, folks, I can relate to a lot of the foolishness that is going on out in these streets. Yes? Because if I wasn't removed from this toxic environment, and what I'm talking about toxic environment now, I'm speaking specifically about my own family, and we're gonna dig a little deep into it this morning. So if you get offended by family talk, go ahead and log yourself out from now. Okay? So I was removed, and that was probably the best thing that could happen to me. It wasn't easy. It was a very difficult transition, believe me, even at the age of 9. Now, y'all are probably thinking, well, how bad can a 9-year-old be? How bad can things be in a 9-year-old's life? As an adult, I've made my fair share of mistakes, honey child, bad relationship decisions, not being able to just let go of a situation when really you should have, bad financial decisions. So even when I talk to you guys, like, okay, you're getting that extra $1,500. This is what you do with it, right? Start to pull the extra on your mortgage. That's because I've been there. I know what happens when you get in a little financial trouble and you've lost your job and you have a mortgage to pay. What I don't appreciate is my own sister, and I'm going to give you guys the context of this, sending out voice notes that have a nugget of truth to it, but then she needs to embellish because she's a pathological liar. She has to embellish to try to make me seem like this monster and worse than I am. There's no need to do that, honey child. Let us set the people of the Cayman Islands 1,000% straight this morning, okay? Let me be clear who I'm talking about because I do have more than one sister. Folks, my maiden name was Sandra Solomon, child of Uric Solomon and Pamela. You guys might know her as Rocket. She's maiden name Pamela Barnes. Yes? The family is dysfunctional for more reasons than one. I cannot own anybody else's dysfunction. This is the reality that I have come to in life, right? I'm an adult now. Their dysfunctions and trauma and everything was passed on to me as a child. When you become an adult, you have got to do your best, and it is hard as heck. You're going to go through some ish, but you have got to do your best to separate yourself from childhood trauma. And if that means getting therapy, if that means cutting family members off, you have got to do it. It is imperative that you do so for your own mental sanity and well-being. So when I came back to Cayman, first of all, I came back in 96 and I didn't really, even my own family members, I didn't really know a lot of them because I didn't grow up here. I didn't have those relationships. So it really took a minute to try to figure people out and to figure things out, right? And boy, did I get a real eye-opener into the characteristics of some of my people. Now, you can imagine leaving Cayman as a child, as a 9-year-old child, and only during the next 15 years, returning on 2 occasions. I don't even know my own sisters at the time. So when I tell you, we've had this conversation before, I've always had a sense of guilt about I was the one who got an opportunity to have a better life and they didn't. What I also have come to recognize and to realize is that some people, and the person I'm going to talk about this morning, no matter how many opportunities you give some people, they will never take advantage of it. Because they don't care to do any better. It is a struggle every single day to get up and try to okay, I'm going to make good decisions today. Good financial decisions, good relationship decisions, good decisions for my family. You can get caught up in stuff very, very, very easily. And believe me, when I tell you, it is easy to get caught up in foolishness in Cayman. So my sister, Carmelie, my mother had 3 children with my father. Carmelie being the eldest, Susan is the middle child, and I'm the youngest. And I happen to be the youngest out of all of her children. She has the first set of children with Rocket, which is her husband. Yes, so all of the Rockets are family to me. They're half siblings or nieces, nephews, half nieces, nephews, whatever you'd call it, right? The drama with Carmelie in particular. Okay. She has her own issues. I can't speak to her issues. She claims that she was traumatized when our mother left and got on a plane to Canada and she saw her leave and she has that memory. I can't speak to her trauma. Let me be very, very clear. Okay? I cannot speak to her childhood trauma. I imagine she was a little bit older than us, so that must have had a very different impact on her. We went and stayed with Miss Glida. I remember very little, in fact, about those years. So I can't really speak on it. What I can tell you is that as an adult, the relationship with, let me actually give me 1 second. I'm going to turn off this, this background. 1 second. I'm going to turn off this background light. All right, there we go, folks. I think that's a smidgen better. All right, so as an adult, when I came back, part of me is like, okay, these people are your sisters. You've got 2 full sisters. You've got half sisters. Try to rekindle some sort of a relationship, at least with those individuals. Cousins, I'm like, I don't necessarily know them. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then I don't, whatever. Here I am, folks, at the age of 50. And I can tell you, I have no interest in having a relationship with my sister, Carmelie. She is the most ungrateful person. Not just ungrateful, but she's a pathological liar. She's a constant troublemaker. She's just a nasty person to her core. And she is my blood through and through. Okay? Couple days ago, somebody sent me something about a particular cousin. We're going to talk about him in a second. Just hold on. who is having a relationship with a 14-year-old girl and has allegedly gotten her pregnant. Now, I don't have to tell y'all how I feel about these types of situations. Y'all know my passion that these men out in these streets need to leave these little girls alone. And I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're my cousin. I don't care if you're my uncle, if you're my dad, if you're my brother. If I get information, and I mean concrete, solid information that proves what you are doing, you are going to be exposed. And I don't have no time for you. The same disdain that I have for any other child molester out there, I'm going to have it for you, despite you being family. Now, let me tell y'all something. This is part of what's wrong with Cayman now. Why we can't get a sex offenders registry going. Because too many of us have family members that are straight up pedophiles. They're predators. Yeah? They like little girls of all different ages, sizes, color, whatever. Enough is enough. We got to do better than this. We should be charged, every single parent, aunt, mother, I don't care who you are in this community. You should want to protect our children from people like this. So I got the tip, and I got the information, I got the screenshots, and I said, oh, okay. I shouldn't be terribly surprised, actually, because we got more than one pedophile in my family. I got to tell you all about it. Hold on now. Somebody said, not just the girls too, the little boys too. We got to protect them. Oh, yeah. So yesterday, another person sent me additional stuff on this same situation. I said, I sent out a voice note, couple of colorful words in it. I said, boy, I said, you know what? This person needs to go to jail. He needs to be arrested, make the police do their full investigation. But if this is true, he's having sex with a 14-year-old child, has now gotten her pregnant, he needs to go to jail. Throw in a couple expletives in there for good measure. So I send that to someone. I'm sure she's listening to the show this morning. The first thing I say is between you and me. And what does she do? She forwards the message to a family group. Listen to me. If I send you a message that says between you and me, now y'all know that I'm the type of person who gets a lot of information and I keep a lot of people's confidence. Occasionally, it would be nice if I said something to you personally that you don't go and blab your big mouth all over the damn place. But, okay. So she sent it to her family chat, and then they turn around and send it out to Sherry Ann's group. So y'all know Sherry Ann Carter has this WhatsApp group, hundreds of people in it, all kind of MPs, the former premier, this one, that one, whatever. Okay. So now they're going to jump on the anti-Sandy bandwagon because the person who's alleged to be having this relationship with the 14-year-old happens to be her son, Jaron Carter. Okay. So they turn it on me. I'm the bad person, right? Now, y'all know Carmely was on the show a couple months ago with her messy life, going out in the streets, beating people up, okay? Her beating people up ended up on the show because it happened in public. The police were involved. The victim contacted us. The victim's brother contacted us. You guys can go back and listen to the conversation. Apparently, one individual who felt particularly aggrieved by that show was Shay McLaughlin. Oh, she should have been doing that. That's her sister. Shay McLaughlin, please mind your own business. You don't know anything about me. And despite you inviting my sister to come live in your house, you don't know anything about her either. When that relationship implodes, I will be here by the sidelines waiting to sip my tea. Hold on. And take it all in, honey child. You don't know nothing about Carmely, but you will learn. You will learn the kind of nasty, ungrateful person that she is. Take your time. She coming for you too. So Carmely gets involved now, sends out this voice note. Oh, I need to shut my mouth and somebody need to do this to me and that to me. Yeah, Leroy, you heard it. Calling me a Kermit the Frog. Girlfriend, look at yourself in the mirror and look at me. We come from the same mother and father. So if you think that I'm ugly, you uglier. You ugly too. Let me tell y'all how ungrateful and disgusting Carmelie Miller Watson, whatever last name she's going by now, husband number 5. Okay? She actually, I can share 2 stories with you. This story time. Gather around, children. Story time here now. When I moved back to Cayman back in 1996, I first stayed with my aunt. I actually mentioned this yesterday. Until I got on my feet, I stayed with my aunt. Yes, Adonia. I told y'all this. And I got myself a little job. I was working at a law firm. And then I come to Stacy. And then I, said, okay, I got to get my little apartment. Was planning my life, doing all this stuff. So at one point, I don't know what I was thinking, probably for about 6 months, I lived out in Cayman, found a nice little cottage. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so nice and quiet, whatever. So, I'd have to drive all the way from, I didn't realize how long of a drive that was back in the day, all the way from Cayman to town, go to work. So one Saturday, I was going to work. Used to work at that time at Walker's law firm. So I was going to work bright and early on a Saturday morning. And I'm passing this house where my sister used to live in Bodden Town, right across from, where the I forget what it's called, but it's the one with the tennis courts, like before you get to Midland Acres. The tennis court, like if you're driving out east, the tennis court complex is on the right-hand side, and this house is like on the other side. Anyway, from day one, she's been an NAU client. Don't want work, nothing. Reform school as a teenager. I've never seen anybody disrespect my father and didn't get their, because he was a different kind of man, right? He was a seaman and didn't get their teeth knocked out. My sister almost got her teeth knocked out the one day she disrespected my father's wife. I gotta tell y'all want to know Moonbay. Thank you, Monica. Y'all want to know a little bit of family history today? You're gonna understand exactly where I am coming from. My father made some poor choices in his life. He decided, like a lot of y'all men out there, to have an extramarital affair, and on top of that, to have children outside of his marriage. I do not condone such foolishness. The only 3 children that he has, well, they claim he had a 4th one. I don't know nothing about that. No, I lie. Well, he had our eldest sister who lives north side. I believe that was before he was married. Now, I don't know that history, so I'm not touching on that. But I can tell you that me and my 2 siblings he had while he was married. He shouldn't have done it. It causes all kind of chaos for people in their lives. But one thing I want to say is at the end of the day, right? Let's call her my stepmother, did not deserve what he put her through. And she also does not deserve anybody disrespecting her. My sister Carmelie is one of the most disrespectful people in the world. The day my father almost knocked her teeth out of her mouth was when she and I was standing right there. So there's not a hearsay. It was when she disrespected Miss Mabel. And he almost knocked her the hell out. And I wish he had, because she's too disrespectful. She might be more respectful these days. When he decided to send her to reform school, that was his last hope of trying to help her turn her life around. But I'm sad to say, but that has never happened. Even when she became a Christian the other day, out there beating people up and smoking and carrying on, that's very Christian-like. So she jumps into the conversation, into Sherry Ann's chat. Yes, they send around voice notes about me. Oh, she almost lost her house, and she was begging money for food and pay her light bill and water bill. I was like, wow. Listen, bring the truth. I can tell you, I've been fired from jobs. I've lost my job and couldn't pay my mortgage for 2 months over 15, 20 years ago. That's how far back she got going now, Right? Yes, that happened. Never had to beg anybody for food because I got to eat. Never had to beg anybody to pay no bills whatsoever. The mortgage was 2 months behind. And if you want me to go dig up the records from credit union, I assure you I can do so. I started to hustle and started to pay back on the mortgage, even if it wasn't a full mortgage. Then I turned around and started paying extra on the mortgage to the point where credit union said, wow, for the past year, you've been paying the mortgage plus extra. You want to refinance? I said, no, thank you. Because this is how these banks get us. I said, no, thank you. And in fact, because of how they had handled me during the time that I'd missed those few payments, I was working on an exit plan from credit union. I eventually paid off that mortgage, moved it elsewhere, took my $10,000 that I had in my little savings account and went about my business. Ask Carmelie if she's ever had a little $200 in a savings account, huh? I got to break it down here this morning. She had to come to me, her sister, for a job. And despite my common sense telling me, Sandra, don't do it, I gave her a job when I had my place there in Pasadena Place, trying to help her. But some people you cannot help regardless of how much you wish to help them, because they're not trying to help themselves. I had to get rid of her. Block her from my phone. You know how many times I have blocked my sister and then she get new phone number and come crawling back again? And me and my stupidity be finding it in my heart to try to forgive her? No more. Yeah? She must be confusing herself with me. Begging for gas money just a couple months ago. Let me tell you how ungrateful she is. Let me go back to the story about driving from Cayman. So I pass Cayman and I see my sister's children outside in the yard. At that time, she had 3 children. And I said, why are these kids out here like 7 o'clock in the morning? That's kind of early for children to be outside. So I stop, check on the kids. Hey, what's going on? We hungry. And I said, well, your mama is. Go tell your mama inside that you're hungry. She not here. She didn't come home last night. Because that's the kind of mother she was. She would go to a PTA meeting, put on her little frock and her little wig, and pretend like she is the mother of the year. Meantime, on weekends and whatever, she could even stay home with her own children. She out chasing man at night instead of minding her children, putting them at risk, right? Cheating on every single husband she's ever had. That is who she is. So when she's trying to talk about me and scandalize my name, honey child, I would be an angel compared to you. And I'm happy to admit that I'm not perfect and I've made poor decisions and I've done things. But you need to look in the mirror. The story gets better. So I said, but this not right. Let me go inside now, see if I can't scramble a little egg for these children. Open up the fridge, not a damn thing in the fridge. I said, what? Nothing in the fridge? I'm like, well, what are you guys going to eat? Well, we don't know. We got to wait till mama come home. I said, all right. I said to the eldest at the time, oh boy. I said, you know how to cook something for your brothers and sisters? Yes, ma'am. I said, all right. Come with me. We can go get some food from Bodden Town. This is a gas station now. So I took up there, got eggs, milk, cereal, couple of things, right? I can't remember if I even bought bacon, but I know for sure I got a couple staples. Go back now, and I gotta say, you cook for your siblings, whatever. My dear, let me tell you something. By the time I got home, my sister had found her scandalous self home, because I want to use the WHOR blah, blah, blah word. But that's for 10:30, and we don't have a 10:30 segment today. So we're going to keep the words clean, but y'all know what I'm saying. Here she comes coming home, dragging herself in after 8 o'clock in the morning, after being out all night. And this not nothing new, because if y'all know her down Randite Garden, she used to do the same thing when she lived down there with those poor children. Huh? So, when I come back, what she never cost me, I was like, what? Oh my God. Why you got it? My blood clot picking my effing this and then yum. I was like, this woman, ungrateful bad though. This is her. This is her MO. Yeah, boy. She ungrateful bad. Sorry, Instagram, the feed keeps dropping out again today. Anyhow, I was like, wow. This is why you can't do for certain people. And the sad thing is, because of her attitude, over the years, her own children suffered because she was always so ungrateful. There were people who wanted to help her children and would not help because of her and her ungratefulness. So I was like, okay, well, I'm out of here. Here's the food, kids. See you later. I'm not getting into this. I am done. I left and went about my business. I'm sorry, baby girl. I'm sorry. One of her kids just said, this is hurting my heart. I am sorry, but somebody has got to tell the truth about your mother. And if it has to be me today, it can be me today. I'm very, very sorry. And I'm sorry for every single thing that you guys as children went through. I'm really sorry. I wish you had a better mother. I really do. There were so many times I remember I took one of the girls to a trip to the States with me. And, you know, you want to try to show kids that, listen, even when you're growing up in this kind of environment, there's going to be hope for you in your life. You don't have to be like her. You can do better, but it's going to be hard. And she was so ungrateful. I remember her telling her aunt, if you can't do for all, you can't. If you can't do for all of my children, don't do for one. That was her attitude. That is the kind of person she is. Yeah? Y'all need to understand how dysfunctional families really destroy people's lives. If you can't do for all, don't do for one. That is her attitude. I'm very, very sorry for her children the most. She could do better. The funny thing is, she's actually really smart, you know. She is smart, but she uses it for all the wrong reasons. I cannot believe her sometimes. I get in Sherry Ann's group chat yesterday sending out messages protecting an alleged pedophile in our family. What do you? What you need to talk about is when those closest to you also came to you and told you that they were being molested, how you did nothing. This has got to stop. I'm just sick and tired of us protecting the wrong people. Why are we protecting child molesters? Huh? Why do we ignore our children when they tell us what these men and some women are doing to them? I'm not going to stand by for it. And I don't care who gets upset with me and who won't curse me out. I really don't care. Carmelie, you opened Pandora's box yesterday, except you opened it with a bunch of lies, and I'm going to open it with the truth. So have I had financial problems? Yes. As a 50-year-old now, I can tell you that I learned a lot of lessons. I wasn't in financial problems for long. You better believe that. When I was in university, and that time, not knowing where my next meal was coming from, and at that time, begging and scraping and putting together money to buy a pizza. That's because I was trying to get my education. Let's make sure we get it straight now. Right? I took a job cleaning people's houses. I took a job as a resident assistant. I worked full time throughout my entire university life so that I could feed myself. I wasn't depending on any of you like you, Carmelie. I was not begging nobody for no food or nothing to put in my mouth. I was trying to work for it. So make sure we get it straight. If we got scandalized people, let us scandalize them with the truth, not with a bunch of lies. So yeah, my life has been hard. So what? You heard what she said? Oh, we come from the same cloth. Yes, honey. You and I come from the same cloth. We have the same mother and father. But you know what the difference is? I have woven my cloth into a very different life here and now. Ask yourself where your life is. What have you done? Huh? You never owned nothing, not even a pot to piss in. You've never had a house. The only car you've ever owned was when you took your little inheritance from our father's piece of land, sold it to go buy a big time Jeep. Then you committed insurance fraud during Ivan, rode off the Jeep and demanded the insurance company pay you off all kind of money for a Jeep that was already beaten down to pieces. Why you don't talk about that instead of telling lies on me, your dear sister? Why you don't tell people that when our poor father died and he left that property in Georgetown to be sold and the proceeds was then to be divvied up between whoever was going to be inheriting, including his children? You were the only one running to poor Miss Mabel every single month, demanding she give you money from rental money. Even concocted a story about you had cancer. Let me tell you, this one's a dangerous one, you know. She want to use the Lord's name. You better shut your mouth. That's what you better do. Because he knows the true Carmelie. He knows your real devilish spirit. Who pretends that they have cancer? My sister shaved off her head, went to Jamaica for months, abandoned her children, claiming that she had cancer so she could get money from Miss Mabel. And you know what she was doing? Living her best life in Jamaica, partying and having her best life over there. So y'all not got to tell me nothing about Carmelie. And I can tell you one thing. I only know a little nugget of the type of person she is. If y'all want to know the truth, go talk to poor Susan. Because Susan grew up with her entire life. She can tell you the truth about a Carmelie. Yeah? Pretending she had cancer to get money. And committing insurance fraud. Every single marriage has been a marriage of convenience. I don't know how immigration continues to allow it. She has to go back 20-something years. Someone, oh yeah, look what she did to poor Cindy Scotland. I made a phone call to Cindy Scotland's house. I'm not proud about it because I cussed out the woman on the phone, one Filipino lady. She went and told Miss Cindy Scotland, oh, this woman called and cursed you out. Police called and said, don't do it again. Okay, no problem. That was the end of that. That would be over 20 years ago. Well over 20 years ago. And my sister has to dig up that far in my archives to try and talk about me. Now, you know something wrong with her. Something really, really wrong with her. All to protect Jaron. Who is Jaron Carter to protect? Keep your children away from this man. Who is he? He is deserving of protection with your lies and your ridiculousness? I don't think so. No. You know who's deserving of our protection? The little girls that are running away from their homes because this big, hardback, disgusting man has them fooled into thinking that he's somebody. And I'm going to show you all the messages today between him and this little girl. And you'll come to your own conclusions about him. Let me make this very, very clear here today. I will not protect anybody who molests children. Give me a murderer over a child molester, yeah? Because maybe I can talk some sense into that person. Stop being a gangbanger. Stop doing this, stop doing that. Child molesters can't stop. And they will not stop. They destroy lives, left, right, and center. So then she'd jump up. And she sent one long voice note. You know, I can't play it on air because I got so much expletives in it. Oh, yeah. And she went after that woman from Nail Bar. She's talking about Shea McLaughlin now. What did I say about Shea McLaughlin that wasn't true? Ask yourself that question first and foremost. Did I lie on the woman? No. All I said was she needs to make sure she pays her insurance and her pension for her staff. Her own staff telling me this stuff. They've shown me the proof of non-payment. They begged me for help for years. I'm trying to make this woman get her ish together. But I called her a pedophile. Well, what do you call a grown-ass woman who gotta go after her best friend's teenage son? That sounds kind of pedophilish to me. When you have a particular age, folks, you deal with people, grown people. Right? What are you interested in little 15, 16, 17-year-old boys for? What do they have that can even fit a big hardback woman that was married with children? That's all I'm saying. The truth hurts sometimes, I know. But it is what it is. No, honey child. This just not, that's not right. So, Carmelie, you can say whatever you want. You can send a million voice notes. You can try and scandalize me, name apparently one or two little people in the group like, yeah, you know what? Miss Julie right about Sandra, she right about Sandra. Julie who? All these fake pretend Christians? Huh? That who y'all talking about right about anybody? They need to talk about how they were sleeping with their driver. And every government trip they taken, how the driver got be up in their face and room next to them so they could do a little sneaky link. That's what they need to be talking about. I'm sorry, but none of them can step to me. And I'm an imperfect person, just like everybody else out there. But let me tell you something. The only thing they're good at doing is hiding their dirt. And even then, it's not well hidden. So don't get me started on that one. She not got no room to talk about nobody. She should just keep her mouth shut too. Y'all don't want to hear the stories of back in the day, what was going on in the Brack with some of these young women. Oh, all right. We're going to leave that right there in Brack history. Yeah? Don't come to me with it. Because when my head take me, the truth really comes out then. I got to tell you the truth. Oh, yeah, she shouldn't be in media. Honey child, it's almost 8 years now. Get over it. Not only am I in media, but we're number one in media. Get over it. If you don't want to listen, you don't want to watch, you don't want to read CMR, you don't have to. Nobody don't care about none of that. You have a choice. But make sure that when you decide now that you're going to come with your ridiculousness, that you try to get it right. Because y'all really have got to do better. The truth is a hard pill to swallow. That's for all of us. It's hard for me to swallow for myself too. But guess what? I got to do it. So let's talk about Jaron. Because I guess by now, y'all recognize that this revolves around him. So I can imagine how this went down, In my mind's eye, I can see exactly how this went down. My apologies to the Instagram folks. The stream keeps dropping out on Instagram. As it drops and I see it, I try to pull it back up. So sorry, Instagram folks. I don't know. This started happening this week. I'm not really sure what's going on, but it drops in and out. Yes. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, honey child. So I told y'all when I moved back to Cayman, a lot of these people, I don't know. But boy, I start hearing the stories. Boy, I'm like, damn. Sounds like my family kind of cray still. This story about this uncle and that one, this and that, whatever. And I said, all right. So I start to get the lay of the land on kind of where to go and how to, navigate this dysfunctional family. And, people start to talk to me within the family. They start to open up about some of the things. I'm like, wow, this is next level crazy. I said, all right, what a hot mess. I just told you all this morning, we have child predators in my own family. Yes. As it turns out, one of the island's biggest child, not just child, but just biggest predators overall, happens to be my cousin, Sherry Ann's brother, Jeffrey Barnes. Now, everybody know Jeffrey. I mean, he's been all over the news. In fact, he's one of the few people that has a, what do they call it? Life sentence, license or whatever. Let me tell y'all how this worked now. He was given a 35-year prison term. This is back in 2019. Serial rapist Jeffrey Barnes, 39 years old, was given, well, he appealed in 2019, but it was 2018 that he got sentenced to 35 years. He's one of the few people in Cayman that have, I think they call it, anyway, it's like basically a life sentence, right? Like they don't want him to ever come out of jail because of how dangerous of a sexual predator he is. Third rape, numerous sexual assaults, long history of violent crime. He was convicted in 2013. He was given a life sentence as a result of the serious nature of that crime, repeat offender, the whole 9 yards. So he had it converted to, when they updated and did the conditional release law, he had it converted to 35 years, and then he's got to serve 60% of that. And I think it is at the mercy of the governor. So basically, they can pretty much always keep him in jail. The dude has some problems. Yeah. Other family members have alleged, although it was never taken to court, that he has molested them. And I'm not calling those victims' names. That's not the point of saying this. What I'm saying is his abuse apparently was both within the family and without. And there are people, the same people who have these social media groups talking foolishness, who would know who he was molesting because those children would have gone to those same people, Sherry Ann, and they would have asked for help. Your brother just molested me. And she told them to shut up. I don't believe you. This is what we do to our children. Why they turn out the way they do. Huh? So, you put the connections together. That is Jaren's uncle. I'm not going to say nothing more about that. A couple years ago, Jaren started to come on my radar. And I mean, when I say come on my radar, I mean in not a good way. Anyway, I was like, interesting. A couple women reached out. They said, Sandra, I need to see you. I need to have a conversation with you. I said, okay. I listened. These are not women who actually wanted me to do anything. You know, I want y'all to understand me very, very clearly. A lot of times victims come to me, they just want me to listen to their story, and they don't have any intentions of me doing anything with the information. So just give me a minute here. We have guests that are supposed to be coming 8:30. I need to see if I can push them back because I don't want them to jump into this conversation as heated as it is today. So just hold on one second. Give me one quick second here. Let's see if we can, give me 1 second. All right, we're going to have them come on tomorrow because I'm already short on time today. And quite frankly, I don't like guests to come on when we're having this type of a conversation. Okay? So, yeah, poor Carmelie. We're not finished with her yet. We're going to come back to her hot mess of life. Anyway. These women came forward and they told me some stories that were very disturbing about Jaron, including sexual assaults, people who are in relationships with him, no longer in relationships with him, and apparently he don't understand the word no. If he comes to you and he wants sex, he's going to hold you down and just take it. That's called rape. The last time I checked the good penal code, that is the very definition of rape. Yeah? Y'all men listening to me? Because any of you who have the propensity to think, oh, well, I used to date her. She my girlfriend. If I go ask her for sex and she don't want to give it to me, I can just hold her down and force myself on her. That is called RAPE. Write it down in your notebooks, children. Okay? So I was like, really? Okay, then. They said, we're not doing nothing about it. The mother cloaks him up in his foolishness. She comes and stalks us and harasses us and whole 9 yards. But we just want you to know. Because what he was going around doing was telling people that, oh, Sandy's my cousin. She not going to do nothing to me. She my cousin. I told somebody, I said, well, if he knew me, like how he claimed I'm his cousin, he would know better. He would know cousin or no cousin. I'm sorry, it keeps cutting off. I don't know what's going on with the Instagram feed, but as I see it cut off, I restart it. So yeah, I'm like, listen, cousin or no cousin, there's certain things I better not hear about you because you're going to be featured on CMR. All right? Now what I did was I actually contacted Jaron. I said, Jaron, I gonna give you one warning now, you know. These women don't want to do nothing, but I'm giving you a warning because I'm hearing things. I didn't give him no details because they were really disgusting. Giving people STDs and all kind of foolishness. I said, Jaron, I'm hearing certain things about you that is very concerning. Let me advise you to get your ish together. Because if you do not, it looks to me like you're going to come out with all guns blazing on CMR and you're going to be a hot topic. No, not me, Miss Sandy. Not me. No, cuz. I said, all right. Well, guess what? Some people can't hear. Some people can't hear. So y'all know the messiness with the man in the car. We done been all over that. And it just goes on and on and on. So now, let's pull up some exhibits here this morning of what I have been receiving about good old Jaron. By the way, Shay, I know you took in Carmelie to go live with you, but please give her some additional help because she is still tormenting my poor sister, Miss Melrose, who is in no medical condition to be tormented, and sending all kind of havoc between NAU, making demands, stressing out the poor helper, stressing out her poor son, my cousin, I can't remember his name now. Like she running the household and she's in charge of Melrose's care just because she's looking for somewhere free to stay. Why is she looking for somewhere free to stay? Since she wants to talk about things I did 10 years ago, let me tell y'all what she was doing this weekend when the shooting in West Bay was happening. When y'all want some sauce, make sure you get your facts straight and you don't come for me without having your ducks in a row. Huh? No, honey child. And I've been up to nothing for well over 10 years now. I've been good. Look at you. Look at you, my dear sister. Got man car blocked in. You got husband, Leo. I hear he finally come back to Cayman because he had run away from you. after the last harassment. He's finally come back on island now, but you already found another Jamaican to latch on to that you're harassing. Here she is to be found in a rental car, because that's all she can afford when she borrows money from people, get rental car, blocking in another man's vehicle because she was tracing him, and he must have went to this football match or something around the place. So she was out there as the bullets were shooting off. See how that? Sleeping in the car. Can't even stay awake on the job. I mean, if you're going to stalk somebody, you make sure you stalk them right. I mean, stay awake while you're stalking, folks. You can't fall asleep and be a good stalker. But there she is, falling asleep in the car as she's stalking this poor man. In the voice note that she sent out, she even went as far as saying that she's stalking me too. She'd be hanging out at some coffee shop. I don't know which coffee shop because I don't even drink coffee, but whatever. She hanging out at some coffee shop talking about, oh, she want to run into me. Run into me for what? Run into me because you want the police to run up and you must be. I'm not ghetto like you, girl. You just need to step aside. So there she is. Mm-hmm. There you go, honey child. That's my dear sister. Got time to be coming for me. And this was her Sunday night. You know where I was Sunday night? 9 o'clock when bullets are flying off in West Bay. Honey child, I'm in the comfort of my own house with my child trying to be a good mother. You should try it. You should try it. Mm-hmm. You should really try it. Chasing man, no good man. My God. And yes, you seem to pick them of a particular caliber. I feel sorry for them. Anyway, this is her now, right? You see the nerve of how people can be coming and passing comments about me and what I was doing 10, 15, 20 years ago? Huh? And look at what it is that they're doing. Look at the ridiculousness that they're going on with. Okay. So multiple messages come through about Jaren and a 14-year-old. Here we go. This is the first message I received. Hold on one second, Hannah. Let me bring up the messages. This person says, your cousin, your dear cousin. Uh-huh. In the kiddie pool. And not in a good way. Hold on now. Mm-hmm. Here we go, honey child. I'm hearing rumors that the little girl, so-and-so, that is missing is pregnant for your dear cousin, Jaren Carter, the pedophile. I was like, what? They send me messages and everything. The police apparently went to West Bay, to his woman's house, where he is residing with her, looking for the little girl. Mm-hmm. Y'all women like to get involved with these men who you know not no good. But you running competition with other women talking foolishness. Oh, well, I got to change him. He got to be different from me. Yeah, here comes baby number 3. And not no different for you. You having to hustle and take care of your own children with no help from him. Okay. Apparently, she just turned 15, by the way. The little girl is saying that she was drugged and raped by him and some other guys, but her mother found the messages on Facebook and Instagram between Jaren and her about meeting up. And she seems to be hiding because she's trying to protect Jaren. Poor thing, doesn't know the demon he is. Uh-huh. Well, let us examine some of these exhibits here today. Okay? So these are conversations now that the mother found, and you gotta kind of, the order might be a little bit off, but these are conversations between Jaren and this child, somebody's child. Mother, let me tell you something. Nobody would blame you if you go box this man down for your childhood today. You hear me? Good morning, caller.
You bitch. I am by your dog.
Poor you. There goes Carmelie now, calling and harassing people. There she goes. There she goes. Mm-hmm. There she goes trying to call people. Yep. All right. Let's continue. He says, do you need a massage? Think it might help. He better learn how to spell might. M-I-T-E, not a kind of might you want, sir. Sorry, I'm just a caring person. Just want you to feel, I don't want you to feel offended or anything. Really? What does FW mean? She says, I actually FW that. What does FW mean? I don't even know what some of these shortcut things that people be saying. Well, I can do it for you. When? Jason, been calling him out. I see you, Jason. He says his excuse all the time is I didn't know she was that age, sick in the head. Audio calls, messages, laughing out loud. Guess not them, or better yet, what you're doing after 5. Hey. WYS. What is what WYS stand for again? Oh Lord, trying to keep up with all these acronyms that these young people, they can't spell nothing out no more. Oh, it means F. Oh my gosh, that's what it is. Okay, FW. I got you. And what does this other one mean? W what? What you saying? Okay, what you saying? Lord have mercy. I need dictionary. Right? Yeah, you good? What are you doing for your birthday? Y'all see the messages here? That Camly trying to call me. Please don't call me. Some expletives in here. Are we going to, you know what, or what? See the F word there? That joke. And then he laughs. Now, no joke. Oh, that's still in town. I playing man. See the messages here? Talking about he works for himself because she says at one point, you got work tomorrow though. I work for myself. Yeah, it's called being unemployed. That's working for yourself. At the unemployment line, that is how you work for yourself, honey child. No, sir. Yep. Mm-hmm. Jason gets into it. He says, I don't know what happened last time, but the other 14-year-old victim parents were taking you to court. I can only imagine your mom went to save you because that happens quite often. Oh, Jaren calling me? Oh, Jaren. Hello, Jaren. I tried to sleep with you? What? Jaren. Okay, he crazy. He is crazy. Talking about I tried to sell him a Roku box and try to sleep with him. Jaren? Boy, you know things hot when they gotta be lying on you. Why would I try to sleep with you, Jaren? You're a little boy to me. I'm not attracted to little boys. That's your MO. What? Oh, Jaren, please. I tried to sleep with you? Jaren, I don't. First of all, you're my cousin. I know some of y'all in Cayman didn't get the memo. Okay? That you don't sleep with your cousins. I have never looked at any family member. Another one of my cousins is like, I can't this morning. Yo, the man's sick. What the hell? He is sick. I tried to sleep with him. Is he crazy? Oh God, Instagram got cut off. Hold on, Instagram. No, Bobo. Nobody not trying to sleep with you except some of these fool girls who not got no sense. Who tries to sleep with their own cousin? See, I tell y'all, these people next level. If I tried to sleep with you, Jaren, there must have been some kind of message that I would have sent you saying, yo, cuz you look kind of sexy, you know, you look good. You're a little boy to me, first of all. You're my cousin, second of all. Ain't nothing attractive about you, third of all. No, sir. God help us. Lord help us. So another cousin said, yeah, with his little chicken breasts. Who on earth would be finding him attractive? Oh my God. Yo. What part of him sex said? That's right, cuz none. Don't listen. Don't mix me up in your scandalous, foolish behavior, Jaren. You all upset because we finally see you for who you are. Okay? That's all this is. We see you for who you are. Nobody with any good sense is attracted to you. You're a no good sperm dropping fool. And you need to leave people underage children alone. I'm not into no cousins. Trust and believe me. I'm not into Jaren for more reasons than one. First of all, I don't want to get nothing, no venereal, whatever. But like I said, you're too young for me. You're too stupid. You're too broke. And you're just not my cup of tea. And above all of that, you're my cousin. That's disgusting. Okay? But some of y'all like to keep it in the family now. I don't know what to say, but let's keep it moving. Mm-hmm. Yeah, boy. Mm-hmm. So, anywho, the truth helps. I mean, the truth helps, but it also hurts a lot of y'all. So the messages continue. Let's continue with the messages. You know what you need to do, Jaren? Instead of calling, telling lies on me about I was trying to get with you, why don't you address these messages that are in black and white with you trying to give a 14-year-old massage? Why you don't talk about that? Why you don't address that? You work for yourself. Yes, the unemployment line is working for yourself. How many 14-year-olds you going to be going after? Whenever you want. See the conversations here with him and this little girl? Yeah, whenever you want, we can, I can link you and give you this and that and whatever. Yo, dude. Popo, MASH unit, y'all have a job to do here today. And that job is going to have to be arresting this man for messing with people, little children. The messages are here. What do you say? You're gonna make me pay $600 when he say whenever you want, you're gonna make me pay $600. I don't know what that's about. But honey child, you don't want it for free, much less paying for it. Laughing out loud. This is my yard. They can't bother me. I'd sue them. And then she laugh. And then he comes back. What are you doing? What she say? Stir busy? That cool. Uh-huh. What are you having a conversation with a little girl for? Come on, come then. What does LMK mean? Let me know. Let me know when. He says, laughing out loud, ready. She like a little fool, because 14, 15-year-olds think they know what's going on. You're not ready for this, yo. He said, LMFAO, so you say. Yes. Jason says there's over 300 screenshots of him and little girls that he likes the message. Wow. Anyway, these are the people who be getting away with it in our community. Yeah. Systems designed to protect them, if you ask me. And this is why parents, y'all need to do your jobs. You need to step up to the plate now with your own children. Stop giving them these smartphones. Right? I saw somebody's comment about these little girls who keep running away. And this is a major problem in this community as to why they keep running away and what it is they're running into. What they're running for. It's a very, very dangerous situation for them. Trust me when I tell you that one of these days, this is not going to end well for one of these little girls. Parents, talk to your children, frank and open, and tell them about the dangers of this kind of behavior. It's so sad that we know who some of the predators are. We don't know all of them. But when we know them, why are we not having conversations with our children? You need to be monitoring your children's phones. First of all, stop giving them smartphones because they don't need it for no reason whatsoever. Stop it. Take their phones away from them. You see? So Carmelie can get upset all she wants. She can call on the phone. She claims that she's outside. Yep, I see Popo outside. Knocking on the door. Remember the other day when you called me talking about you need money for pizza? I'm in my house now, you know. Need money for pizza. And I said, I don't keep cash on me, so I can't help you. Well, call and order it and pay with your credit card. This is how she is. This type of person she is. She demanding like this. Call and order with your credit card. And tell them I want black box pizza. I was like, what the hell is black box pizza? You see, some people, even when they're begging, they can't humble themselves. They gonna tell you they need black box premium pizza, which I don't even order black box pizza for myself, but I must take my hard-earned money and order it for you because you don't want to work. Yeah? Worse yet, when she's working, she always out there doing foolishness on the job. The other day, she's working on the job for ESO, doing surveys. So my next cousin said, what's a black box pizza? Apparently, that's a pizza that Domino's has with all premium ingredients. You see, I didn't know. When you're begging, right? Beggars can't be choosers. Didn't your mama teach you that? Apparently not. This person said they can order some tonight. They use premium ingredients, honey child, so they claim to charge you extra money. Yeah? So, oh, poor Jaren. Here he is in the comment section. Also tell Marlon, your husband, to stay out of back room with that Filipino. Poor you, Jaren. Poor you. First of all, my husband don't find no Filipino attractive. Sorry for you. But you see, that's cool. Come and tell all the lies you want. And that does not change a single thing about you now, does it? Why you don't tell the people the truth? Leave 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds alone. It was bad enough that you were traumatizing the adult women with your foolishness. You want to talk about how many of them accuse you of raping them? Yeah? No, sir. Come with the next lie. Because you see, lies can't hurt nobody. But the truth is going to set you free. You need counseling. You got anger issues. That's why you're always beating women up. You don't forget that you've been court a couple times already? Huh? You've been court already? And you have a court record? And you've assaulted your baby mamas? Have you forgotten that that's on the court files, sir? Yeah. Okay. Let me mind my own business and sip some water, is right. I know, child. Everybody's so shocked about this black box pizza. Everybody, listen, it be the people who can't afford it that can try and live the most exclusive lifetime of black box pizza. Because I was the same thing. I'm like, what the hell is a black box pizza? I'm coming now. I'm coming now. Order my pizza. Oh, now I not order the pizza. I'm like, you people not easy. Oh my God. The messages, honey child. The messages. Trust me this morning. Then she got the audacity to talk about I be getting my news from Sherry Ann. And Sherry Ann better stop giving me news, honey child. First of all, I don't need Sherry Ann for no news. Second of all, when Sherry Ann sends out news, she does her best, I guess, but her news be 50-50. 50% of the time, it not right. 50% of the time, it right. I can't operate a news platform based on 50-50. Remember now CMR is 97% right, not 50-50. Okay? She always coming up with medical excuses. Over 1,400 people between Facebook and YouTube and another 200 plus on Instagram. Praise the Lord. I wonder if Julie watching this morning, she might get upset that we got so many people listening. What a hot mess. So she always, she needs surgery. She got sue. Oh, y'all don't see she trying to do another money grab by suing Health City, Cayman Islands, fraudulent lawsuit. Oh, I can sue HSA. I can do this. I can do that. Every time she, see her? June the 2nd, 2023. This is a woman who has the audacity to talk about me. Right? Appointment made, Dr. Leon, for Tuesday, the 15th of August. I'll be going away on this time leave on the 14th. If you need anything, let me know. But unfortunately, I cannot take you with me. Here it is, joke now. I'll be there for 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, honey child. Anytime I want to go Miami, I can pick up a ticket and go Miami. I don't have to go travel with you for any medical reasons. I'm more than capable, okay? Can we do a GoFund for medical for me, please? Just asking. If we do it, I don't want my name out there. Why not? Well, how would we do a GoFund account without being honest with the people and telling the people what it's for? That's because, once again, you're trying to scam people and you think you're going to use your younger sister, little old Sandy, to do it for you. Not me. I wasn't born this size. Nope. Yep. So she's sending out all kind of foolishness when she's ready. All right. She's in more mix up than my brown is, because you got mixed brown is good, but she's always in some mix up story. Right now she has our uncle, I'm not gonna call which one, senior uncle. She don't talk to him, cuss him out, carrying on, because he wouldn't buy her a ticket for her to be able to go to Miami. Yep, that's my dear sister. Oh, poor thing. What a mess she is. So when she won't be sending out stuff about me, she must be careful, because your life from day one has been one hot mess and one hot situation after the other. So, this must be her calling from another number now. Let me mute the call, because she's gonna start cursing on the phone. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh.
How are you?
My dear, surviving the rough life in the Cayman Islands. How are you?
Surviving it too, darling.
Mm-hmm.
Just to let you know, in case you didn't hear or anybody didn't update you about the meeting down here in the John Camba School Hall.
Yes, ma'am. They were listening to yesterday's show, so we did see it go out last night. Thank you.
Yeah. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't know half of what we're hearing now.
Oh.
Let's see how much our politicians is going to show up, our representatives down here. Now, I know pretty much sure it is that Kathy would, because of the four of them, she usually have meetings. She had about 2 or 3 last year.
Mm-hmm.
The rest we don't see, we don't hear from, and yet we're paying them all this money, and we're folding our arms and just making ourselves satisfied with this. Oh no! And I could tell you to run for politics, Sandy. You know why?
No.
Because you're information. You are our number one.
Mm-hmm.
Things that's going on in government that we should know, that they should be telling us. Okay?
Thank you, my darling.
Thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you,
Thank you, and God bless you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's read some of your comments this morning. Hallelujah. What a thing. Man. Oh my gosh, there's so many comments. Where do I begin? I think I better begin at the bottom, because I can't go all the way back to the top now. Let me see how many comments yet today. Wow. Oh my gosh. Must be all over 400 or 500 just on Facebook alone. Whoa. 501 already. Okay. Just bring me it, thanks. Y'all still talking about this black box pizza? Wish I could. I'm at work and boss gonna fire me. Jason Wood said, nah, Jaren, you gotta do better now. Rate them thing there. Yeah, boy. Oh, poor Instagram get click off again. He don't want to do no better. If he want to do better, he could do better, but he don't care to do no better. Okay? And he think that getting up this morning, telling lies on people is going to be what is going to assist him. Well, try telling the truth for change. Because lies not gonna help you. Nope. No. Everybody say, if I'm buying lunch on Friday, black box pizza for lunch. Oops. Trying to fix my camera a little bit. Auntie, I know you don't make it to work today? Oh my gosh, no. Good morning, Donna. Says you're the best thing that ever happened in Cayman, CMR. Thank you, my love. Reading some comments now, catching up on some comments. Sorry, Instagram folks. I don't know what's been going on with the feed this week. It has been a little bit unpredictable. But don't worry, when it cuts off, we cut it back on. Poor Jaren says that we're getting fake information from Jason Brown, who just came out of Northwood for doing coke and beating his woman. Okay. Well, you know, Jaren, sometimes you need to stop looking at other people and focus on your own hot mess of a life. So you can talk about Jason. And I mean, I think we all know Jason got problems too, but that don't mean that you any better than him. And Jason, we featured him on here, so we're not giving nobody a pass. And if he needs to sort himself out, then he needs to sort himself out. But still tell me, what does that have to do with you and a 14-year-old child? I mean, Jaren, I'm here for you as your cousin. Have a coming to Jesus moment this morning. Can you be honest with yourself about what it is that you're doing? Because that is the only path to redemption. Yeah? You need help. And living in denial is not going to help you. Rayanne says, I need to try this black box pizza now, and I'm hyping it up. Woo! I need to send Domino's a bill. They're getting all kind of advertising. Listen, speaking of advertising, folks, please go and get yourself some Popeye wings. Yes, ma'am? Go and get yourself some Popeye wings this morning. Okay, let's take a quick break. Popeyes is where it's at, folks.
Hey, Cayman. Y'all already know we have the best wings at Popeyes. You made ghost pepper our top sellers, and then you did the same with sweet and spicy. Well, get your taste buds ready, because we are expanding our flavor range. We've added honey barbecue, roasted garlic parmesan, and signature hot. You can choose to sauce our mild wings, or the bravest of you can even sauce on top of our ghost pepper wings. The wing game is over. 5 new flavors with Cayman's favorite chicken, only at Popeyes on Eastern Avenue.
All right, folks, Popeyes. Yes, they're not just on Eastern Avenue anymore, child. They made it to Newlands, Red Bay. Lord have mercy. Yes, don't be intimidated. Thank you for those words of wisdom. That's today's scripture. Lies from Satan, says Jennifer. Oh, my goodness. Chanel, good morning. Shioma. Well, I know you're not talking about betrayal for who? I'm confused by that message. Dude, at this point, someone already trying to file the rights to surviving Jaren, or have you as an episode of the Predators Amongst Us? Tammy says, I cannot place my online order. I can't leave the sauce for nothing. It's hot in here for real. Oh my gosh. Shells, you should have tried it with my children. I would have helped him with Jesus. Oh, yes. They're not back up on the right one yet. Amira says the truth shall set you free. Cayman, one love. Hold on now. Let me see who this one is. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. Just want to bring to your attention, as I said, the manual that says you can be given over to a depraved mind. and that your conscience can be seared as with a hot iron.
Uh-huh.
So it sometimes it's sad. It's a sad place to be in when your conscience no longer can direct you in a right place.
Oh, my
And when
goodness.
your mind is so depraved that you cannot do or think anything other than that which is wrong.
Yes.
So that's all I have to say.
Thank you, my dear. Oh, what a hot mess. Miss Cece said, but Sandy, that lady in the background is not a Filipino. And I stopped lying, and Marlon, that my boy. Child, please. They have to go so low to just make up stuff. Trust me. Marlon, I'm paying y'all no mind. He is a good Jamaican man who believes in family and having good character. Y'all should try it for a change. Mm-hmm. Instead of all these fraudulent marriages that you keep getting in, try and find a good one. Now, why would you tell them that, Sandra? Traffic got bad enough getting to Prospect with the new Popeyes. Oh my gosh. Trust me. Poor him. Now Jaron claims that I'm mental. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thunderclap says accountability is very important. Strong Will said she's not going to no meeting. Scared. He's sick and someone need to put a stop to him because he think he's untouchable. Well, the law are the ones who should really do it. Let's read some of the Instagram comments. Instagram folks, I'm sorry you guys keep getting cut off this morning. A little issue with the feed. I know that man talk about your daddy. Which man? Jason said, watch me and you. Jason, don't get yourself in no trouble. Okay? Don't get yourself in no trouble for people who want to be child molesting fools. Because remember now, he got about 20 children already that he got to take care of. Leave him and his 20 children alone. Let the police deal with him. J Money says, if I go to Popeye's Wings, I gotta tell them I know Sandra and get my discount. Yo, I'm gonna give you, as a matter of fact, J Money, what's up me? I'm gonna get you a gift certificate for Popeyes. How about that? Yeah, I'm gonna get you a gift certificate. Lunch on me. Oh, I hear those wings. Oh my God, I gotta try them. Yeah, the Instagram feed keeps dropping, but as it drops, I pull it back up. All right. So let me see now. Other comments. Why isn't he denying the allegations? He's deflecting. Hello. How can you deny allegations that true? Come on now. He can't deny it because it is true and it's in black and white. What grown man, how old Jaron is? What grown man trying to massage a little 14-year-old? Massage them for what? What are you massaging people, children for? Huh? What kind of massage that's supposed to be? Disgusting. Big hardback man like you. You need to do better. Huh? You're too old for this. If you're stuck in puberty, go see a psychiatrist. Those are the things that they're able to assist you with. Let me calculate how old he is. 1992? What year are we in now? 1992. And we're in 2024. This year, he gonna be 32 years old. Half his age. My God. Yeah, we need to have a pizza party. How do you activate a data plan for Digicel? CC fixing to go on the road and she don't want to miss nothing. Katrina says, Miss Sandra, I want a gift certificate too. All right. Message me. Let me write down who I'm promising gift certificates to because otherwise I'm going to forget. All right. Hold on now. Katrina, you good. Ooh, honey child, I got to get my connections at Popeyes now. Boss man, link me up. We need some gift certificates. Adlington says, nah, Sandra, come on now. Sort me out. Free photo shoot. What kind of photo shoot? Chanel said, I not even start work today. My God, y'all need to go to work because I don't want you losing your job. Boss man, call the regular line. It's working today. No, 936-2626. Natasha says, I'm not a lover of wings. However, Popeye wings are the bomb. So I keep hearing, I have got to try. I think I'm going to try the Parmesan ones. I got to try them, Honey Child, because I haven't had them yet. Yes, Honey Child. Good morning.
Morning. Andrew, I just want to clear
Yes.
something.
Yes, sir.
Where can I find this black box pizza?
Listen to me.
I want black box pizza.
I like I said, I not even spending money on no black box pizza because my chest not so high for pizza like that.
I didn't know what it was, but I want to try it now. Popeyes, I love that.
We gonna have a pizza party and some wings from Popeyes. Good. Woo, y'all got food on your mind this morning. Double clap, Miss Sandra. Thank you for being our number one talk show and keeping on point with Cayman News. One love. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Mel says, I'm still stuck in Jaron saying that Sandra tried to sleep with him. Lord Jesus. You know that boy's sick, though. You know he is sick to say something like that. Me? No, sir. I think that was a butt dial. I guess she didn't mean to call us. What a mess. Hear him now. Talking about, tell them about the conversation. Her mother, the girl that you guys say I raped. There's more than one. So which girl are we talking about now? Which woman, which girl? Because there's quite a few that say you did it. So, I don't know, son. Which one you got to confess to today? No, sir. Katrina say less. Ooh, honey child. Look like we need to have a Popeyes party. Everton want one. But Everton, you all the way in the States, so you don't get one? Lord have mercy. No, sir. Sandy, I'm going to Popeyes to get my black. You're all getting confused now. Oh, Lord. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Sandra.
Hi there.
I'll give you one guess who this is, honey child.
Ooh, I don't even know. Who is this?
Well, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and say what happened, right?
I can't.
Be careful, and I told you this already to your face. Be careful who you're taking certain information from. I can't talk about the text message conversation, but I know all the players in this game. And I know that some of them, well, matter of fact, I can go ahead and say all of them are liars. All of them are liars.
So
okay? There was never
of...
any police here at my yard looking for no missing persons. Let's confirm that.
Oh,
okay?
you're the baby mama now.
The person who is continuing to tell you about what Darren did to them and blah, blah, blah. One of those persons is the same one who was feeding you lies the last time you had him on the show about the accident. About my apartment. It's not a crime. I have additional income.
Okay. All right.
It's also not my vehicle involved in nothing. I never had no conversation with nobody about paying them or owing them no money.
That ain't what we talking about today.
Then when you come and talk about how much maintenance I collect from some other woman, which is a lie.
But Priscilla,
okay?
Priscilla,
so
you talking and we're not talking about none of that. We're not talking about none of that this morning.
No. The point I'm making to you, like how you like to illustrate things, is be careful where you accept the information from.
Okay, so you're gonna defend. Let me understand. You're gonna defend Jason. Okay, you're gonna defend. Let me understand this now. You're prepared to defend Jaron this morning to say all these multiple women that says he has assaulted them are all lying, and these underage girls that he be talking to and checking are all lying.
I did not call to defend that.
Oh,
I'm calling to let you know.
Well, that is what we're talking about this morning.
All details of your story are correct.
That is what we.
Let you know.
No, but that's what we're talking about this morning.
Okay, because everybody takes your word and see that's Bible. You're taking other people's words, and not all of this is accurate.
The evidence is
things that are wrong. That hit for it. Okay, I'm not excusing anything. But what I'm saying to everybody listening to this show right now is that be careful. All the information that I'm going to take as gospel and run with it. It's not all true. It's not all accurate.
It's not all
That's
true.
all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, we can take 50% of it because Jaron is obviously a liar. This man is talking about I trying to get with him. Tell him to address the allegation specifically.
I can't make Jaron do anything. And
Okay.
that's something else
Well,
that the
I mean,
public needs to
I hope.
understand. I
No,
don't have a remote control from my mind like anybody else has it theirs. Okay?
Well, I hope you do remember that.
That is on him.
No, I understand,
That is on
Priscilla.
him.
And I hope you remember that too, because you having a third child with him now?
No, I am not.
Okay, so you have 2 children.
And a need of mine and a business about how many children people have and when
Really?
they want to have children. Nobody in this society is raising my children for me.
Well,
Regardless of how many
yes,
I have.
because-
But then everybody wants to know my status. No, I am not pregnant.
Okay. Well, thank you, Priscilla, for telling us. I pray for your sake and for the sake of your children that you don't have no more with Jaron Carter. You have a beautiful day, honey Jail. I'm sorry, but wow. What a hot mess. You know, it's messy when you got called defending people who got all 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 million quadrillion children. But she says she's not worried about her 2. She takes care of them. And I've heard that. Good for you, girl. At least 2 will be taken care of, if no more. All right, folks. So Priscilla called in. That's his current woman. Well, one of them. She probably don't know about the others, but it's all right. Mr. Good Look, good morning. DJ Ryan in the house. Hello, DJ Ryan. What's up? Cousin Jaron strikes again, like sand through the hourglass. So are the days of our lives. Yes, ma'am. Are you trying to call the show?
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to call the show, the little bit of life of our lives.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. Jaron. Jared, I'm talking to you, Jaja. Jaja, stick on Sunday train. You is a fool. Because I can tell you, because Sunday to me is a success story. Just like how she doing that there. Anyway, I gotta say my little piece before I die, because I don't know how long I got left, but I got my seeds to feed and my family to protect and my land of all. I am tired of this. Stop the fighting. Get together. Love, unity. This land is on us. They got on a blinded. Lisa, I am behind you crying too. Anyway, get up off on the ass. On the go to 2 little fingers. We gotta get up and till the ground for all of this. For this, we take beating.
I know y'all are up in your feelings, but you can't be getting crazy with the calls. You can't use no profanity, eh? Let's be very clear now. So many people in Cayman are hurting. There's so many victims out there. And this is my point, okay? We have to stop it. We have to stop people from preying on our children. And I have no respect. I don't care who you is. I have no respect for anybody who's going to defend this kind of foolishness. Okay? And worse yet, when you have to lie to defend these people. So yes, my sister chose to defend an alleged child predator, and she thinks she can dig up stuff on me, but I'm not molesting nobody's children. Let me make it extremely clear. Stop defending foolishness. It has got to stop. I don't care if he is your mean, man, you're mean, squeeze your half, squeeze whatever. Don't get on this radio head today. Don't call this show trying to defend nonsense. It's not defensible. There are too many victims right now in the comment section. Listening to this. I'm not fighting with nobody. The only thing y'all fighting with is the truth. We should have had some wings up in the studio today, to be honest. I could be sucking on one of them right now. Lord have mercy. And you know the worst part is, I'm upset for the victim, but I'm not upset at these fools. Well, you say prove all of that. Bring my kids to me. Look like somebody might want to keep kids away from you. Truth be known. Let me sip on my tea. That's all I'm saying. These mothers better pay attention. You do it to anybody's child. I don't think your own children is safe. I'm just saying. Be careful, honey child. Be very careful. I don't trust no man who can look at a 14-year-old child and find her sexually attractive. He would not be having my children around him. Oh, here we go again. Yes, caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sandy.
What a hot mess.
I wouldn't want to be that machine to monitor your blood pressure this morning.
Child, the blood pressure good, do you know?
I hope so.
Because this is the kind of foolishness, Mr. Dexter. You have to take a firm position on this stuff, huh?
Of course. But the thing that I want to tell you, I'm going to be, I don't sugarcoat anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that you brought it to the public's attention that he is a predator.
Yeah, let's call him alleged, because until he's proven to be one in a court of law, he's an alleged. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you made the point, but the more you entertain people like that, low class people, all you're doing is putting fuel in their fire.
Well, let me be very clear, Mr. Dexter. What we have to be prepared to do it's not about entertaining them. It's about shining a light. The underbelly of this community, enough people know about, but nobody is openly talking about it. And it is time that we say enough is enough. That way we can't get a sex offenders registry. There's a young lady out there right now. I started one eons ago. There's a young lady out there right now who's trying to get another petition started, right? For our government officials to wake up and start putting these names in a location where everybody could go and look at who these people are. And you know why they won't do it? Because of this kind of foolishness. Oh, but his mama and my constituency, and they gotta give me a vote, and this, that, next thing. Stop it. Prioritize protecting our children.
Sandy, I totally agree with you. Are you still there?
Yes, sir.
I totally agree with you. I went yesterday. I drove from West Bay to Georgetown and found this young lady. I signed it, and I took some forms from her because this is something that's long overdue. This is something that was you were fighting so long ago to get, and I hope this becomes, because she said that you need 2,000, a minimum of 2,000 signatures, and if you don't have, even if you're a voter and you don't have your voter's registration card, you can't sign the form. You can't take that in. But nevertheless, I took, and since that, I've handed it to about over half a dozen people. But what I'm saying is that the more you talk about Jaron, now that you made your point, report him to the authorities.
That was done first, by the way.
And and let them take the course, because it's obvious that what he's doing on the black and white, you have proof.
Oh, the Bogtown police station's calling. Just a minute. Yes, good morning, BT police station. How can I assist?
Good morning, Michelle. How are you doing?
Not too bad, sir. How are you?
Not bad. Just calling to let you know that there seems to be a problem between yourself and your sister.
Oh, there's no disagreement, honey child. You can't disagree with the truth.
Okay. Well, apparently she's outside your residence.
Yes, tell her please don't come on my property because that will be another charge against her. I don't have anything to say to her. Okay. She can revert. She can, just like how she sent John voice notes to me, she can refer to my voice notes and the show this morning, and that's all I have to say. Tell her to stop stalking me. She's admitted in her voice notes that she's stalking me at the coffee shop. Please instruct her to leave me alone. If she has nothing to say about me, the truth does not have to be addressed. It's as simple as that. All right, Sergeant, I appreciate your call this morning. You have a wonderful day.
Same to you, my dear.
All right, my dear. Thanks very much. Yeah, I can't handle the truth, honey child. Mr. Dexter.
So Sandy, all
Yes.
I'm telling you, you might say your blood pressure not up, but your blood pressure got to be over the wall right now. I'm looking at the top of your head and I'm looking for fire to come out of it. The more you entertain, what I'm looking at right here and right now is a Jerry Springer show.
All right, honey child. Every once in a while, Cayman might need that.
Get over that. You made the point about going to the police, and you should. You have every evidence and let them investigate, and then get on with another subject.
All right, honey child. Thank you very much.
All right.
I appreciate it. Well, the truth shall set you free. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jason. Jason says, speak the truth. Tell him. Maddie says, make this man come off a whole pile of... Oh, my God. What a mess. You see, people not ready for the cold, hard truth. They thinking most days they be the cold, hard truth. I'm like, we still be going soft. We still be going soft, honey child. When it get really cold and really hard, that's when we have 1,600 people on the live stream. Y'all see how it go? Hi. But I appreciate the RCIPS calling me to tell me she's outside. I already know she's outside because all my cameras done pick her up long time, honey child. Please tell her don't step 1 foot on my property. She can stay on the public road all she wants. Stop stalking me and leave me alone and try telling the truth. Demi says, continue the sauce. You know, I did tell y'all I have to get to court this morning because we got sentencing. My other sister just called. Somebody, poor her. She been traumatized too. I don't know. Boy, Priscilla, I don't know why you trying to defend this man for. Honest to God. I don't know. Somebody said, don't make Dexter calm you down. Hi. Woo. Listen, I do have to go. 9:30 gonna be it. So let me read some of your comments now. Listen, we gotta cut this out now, right? The one thing that I refuse to tolerate in this country is offenses against our children. We're going to hell. Take a look around. We're going to hell in a handbasket already. We have got to step up to the plate for the sake of our own children. That's why half of them out there living this gang banging lifestyle now. Christian side. Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know who believe in that. No, sir. Shaka Zulu, good morning. Says Cayman needs more of this stuff brought to light. Maybe some people will think twice about doing some of this crap. Yes. And the worst part is they won't go around talking about they're my cousin. That's not a badge of anything. Because if you're my cousin, you should know. Auntie Sandy not always straight in the head, you know. She gonna tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. Since you claim your family, you should at least know that much. And the difference between me and you all so-called cousins and sisters and whatever is I come with the truth. That way I can set y'all free. Me eating my half-ripe plantains from my garden this morning. That's right, honey child. Rough seas, we all good. They're going to have to make another minister for CMR, says Cameron. No, thank you. No, sir. Faded Mary says, yes, me too. Hate it. Demi, don't y'all be fighting in the comment section now, you know. Hell on a cruise ship. Aunt Sandy, going in style on a cruise ship. Cousin or not, gonna get exposed, says Maddie. That's right. Yep. I love how they go on talking with confidence. Oh, was she my cousin? Oh, really? Okay, honey child. You know, the sad thing about it is if we had been doing this and addressing these issues from way back when, honestly, some of the people who are living today with this trauma wouldn't be. They would have been saved. They would have been safe as children. It's because we don't want to talk about it. That is the problem. Y'all hiding these pedophiles in your own family. All right. We got to do like a when you go to Alcoholics Anonymous, you know where you put up your hand and you say, I'm an alcoholic. I want some of you all to raise your hands today. Every one of you, you're not gonna name the person, but every one of you that knows a child predator in your families, I'm serious now. In the comment section, do the little raise hand emoji this morning for me. Uncles, fathers, grandfathers, stepfathers, cousins. Do you know somebody in your family who preys on little girls and little boys? Do the little hand emoji this morning. Come on now, step up. Step up, folks. Yeah? How many of you know somebody? Baby says not grown people stalking. Well, it's a thing, honey child. Apparently, it's a thing. Evelyn says you send them to U.S. prison and show them not to mess with children, right? Now we did get it. Wow. What a mess, J Money. Jason says, Sandra, someone else was the case of the 11-year-old. Listen, this is the other thing I want to say, Jason, right? If you have information, and I mean anything, WhatsApp messages, whatever, you have an obligation to send this information to the police. Right? It's not enough. 12-year-old, 11 years old, it's not enough that you just gonna talk about it on social media when you get upset because you got beef with the person. No, we have got to get these predators off of our street and out of our lives. Liana says, let's do a poll. That's a good idea. Give me 1 second. Let me do a quick poll. Yes, but I see the hands being raised already. Everybody knows somebody in their families, which means that you have an obligation to protect our children. Enough is enough. Let's do a quick little poll here. How many of you know a child predator? I've seen too many hands going up here today. And I got keep it. I'm going to say in your friend group or family. Most of them is in your family, honey child. Y'all know it. Yes and no. This is serious. This is very, very serious. And I'm telling you all that the RCIPS, they, I'm not going to knock them because if they don't have the community stepping forward and telling them this information, how are they going to know? See the poll here now? Yes, ma'am. How are they going to know? Hold on 1 second. Screen share. I want everybody to vote in this poll, please. There's the poll question this morning. Give me 1 second. There's a poll question. Register your votes. But boy, I see a lot of raised hands. Stephanie says incest has been accepted from day one in the Cayman Islands. That is true. Mm-hmm. I've heard a lot of stories, honey child. So sad. Look at all the people raising their hands. My God. What have we come to? Look here. Look at this. For such a small community, Luana says women are predators too. Oh, yeah, there's some of them. Oh, my God. Look at the number of you. And Alejandro says that's everybody. This is the sad thing, Alejandro and others. This is how prevalent this is. And yet, your MPs don't want to talk about it. Have you ever heard one of them addressing this important issue that is touching so many lives? Look. Look at the number of lives that have been touched by this and destroyed because of predators. Wow. Unbelievable. Look at the people raising their hands. This is horrible. Oh my God. Carrie says right in church. Well, we know they're there too. They're everywhere. Tracy says, and what are we going to do about it? Shame on us. Yeah, we should feel shame, but yet we're not feeling shame. Instead, we're too busy calling in on the radio, defending people. We're too busy trying to call me and, oh, well, Sandy did this and she made a phone call and cursed somebody out 20 years ago. Good morning, caller. Hello? Hello? I can't hear you. Hello? Oh, gosh, I can't. Hello? By the way, I couldn't make out. What is going on with these flow lines lately, man? Flow need to fix it. Sure. It's in our own government and the opposition. Oh, yeah, we know about him. We know about that. We know about them. We have mentioned them before. Yes, we have politicians who are serving right now that some of you know are child predators. They have a history. And we have mothers, grandmothers, aunts, uncles turning a blind eye and looking the other way. It has got to stop. Steph says, unfortunately, most of these grandmothers and mothers cover up the sexual abuse against their grandchildren. You can imagine, because they don't want their family members to go to jail. It's disgusting. And these victims live with it for the rest of their lives. And their lives are ruined because of it, even if they are functional. I saw somebody the other day, right? Having lunch with one of Cayman's most well-known, because he did it to his own daughter and went to jail, well-known sexual predators. And you know, when you walk up on a situation, and I look at the two of them, I'm not acknowledging him because I know he's a child molester. I don't even look at him if I can help it because he's disgusting. His own daughter. And I'm looking at her thinking, you know what this man did to your daughter all these years ago. How can you ever sit down and break bread with this man ever again? What is wrong with you women? They're sitting down hanging out together. You would think that a man could ever touch my daughter and live, much less that I gotta sit down and break bread with him? No. That not happening. Even if he live, I can tell you straight up that we're not gonna ever be sitting down at a table together unless it's me with a machete in my hand doing some damage. No, sir. Expose them, says Instagram. Then you see this place turn up. We won't have a hand to eat with. Imagine if that doesn't tell you how prevalent this is. Seriously. Rayanne says, say it louder. Start a predator awareness Facebook page and post their pictures, says Romeo. Oh, I had started a sex offender page and then RCAPS got all upset about that. Y'all don't remember? What? Go and look at it. Cayman Island Sex Offender Registry. I had to give it to my friend in Miami for her to try and manage it, and I don't even think she's been keeping up. Imagine. That's the foolishness that we have here. It's got to change now, honestly. All right, folks. I got a treat for you today. We still 1,300 strong on Facebook and YouTube. Another 100 plus on Instagram. The Cayman story is one of resilience. Listen carefully to me. Despite all of our problems, it is one of resilience. Yes? And we have got to fight tooth and nail to get anywhere in this country. I want y'all to understand me very, very clear. One of the reasons that I am so committed to the Cayman Voices series is because we have got to ensure that our stories as Caymanians are heard. Y'all finally waking up. Oh my God, we're a minority. Yeah? And our history is going to die out if we don't do something about it. Right? So one of the ways in which we preserve our history is through oral stories. We sit down and we share our life stories, our experiences. And I had the pleasure recently of sitting down with Miss Elrita Seymour. Everybody knows her as Miss Elrita. She's one of Georgetown's best cooks. You go down a Sunday and get your little local dinner. Good to go, all during the week. And this woman is 83 years old. She's going to be 84 this year. She's a resilient woman. She's a woman who stood up for the right thing. And I interviewed her actually late last year, and I'm going to play the interview today. Miss Maggie said I must do a DNA test between me and my family members. In my opinion, it is unbelievable that some of them have the same genes as you, just saying. Oh, Miss Maggie. Lord Jesus. What a mess. But at the end of the day, I had this amazing pleasure to, interview her. And I heard a mother who looked out not just for her children, but any children in the community that needed her. Listen, she sounded like she a fighter. You're not going to mess with her and children too easily. And so stay tuned for another segment of Cayman Voices. You guys have got to hear, these amazing stories. And her story in particular was very, very impactful because she shared how she took up for children. How she'd grab you by the balls if she needed to, because you were not going to mess with her children. Talking about the police now. You got to hear these stories, honey child. Y'all stay tuned for it. Big shout out to the Seymour family, Miss Elrita. We appreciate you very much. Thank you for all that you've done in this community. And even at your age, all that you continue to do.
And Voices was a dream that I had for several years now. It's about taking the power of storytelling to embrace our own collective history as a people. Through our individual stories, we're able to see the common thread that binds us together as one. One person's personal journey has become our collective culture, heritage, and history. This series will show people from all walks of life sitting down with me as the host and going through their life journey. Sometimes there are unknown elements of their lives, but ultimately we're going to walk away having learned something new with every person that we sit down with. I guess I would explain it as an exploration of our story. I'm naturally curious about people and their lives, so Cayman Voices is exciting and allows me to capture this for everyone to enjoy. We are seeking out Caymanians, multi-generational, as well as some who have moved here to, uproot their entire lives and to make this their home. This dream would not be possible without some sponsorship, and so I'd like to thank the DART organization for stepping up to the plate to ensure that we're able to deliver regular monthly content for our viewers to enjoy. So sit back, kick up your feet, turn up the radio, relax, and listen to Cayman Voices. All right, folks, we're here for another episode of Cayman Voices. I'm so tickled pink to be able to interview today Miss Elrita. I mean, it's been a long time coming, so she's a very, very busy lady. Now, Miss Elrita, give us your proper full name, if you will.
My name is May Elrita Seymour.
All right, everybody just knows you as Miss Elrita. And you've been a staple here in Georgetown for, I know, as long as I've been along, and much longer than that. How old are you, Miss Elrita?
My age is 83 years old. I born in 1940, the 18th of March, 1940.
Wow. So you've seen a lot in your 80 plus years, right?
I did.
Yes. Well, tell us a little bit in traditional, the traditional Caymanian ways to find out where you come from, who you're from. So tell us a little bit then about who your mama is, who your dad is, who are your people.
My father is the Seymours. I was fortunate to be a Seymour. My mother was from Northside. She was a Brown.
A Brown, okay.
So she had her and my father married, but when he married her, she had already had me, so I am registered in Brown.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I haven't heard of too many Browns from North Side. So who are they connected to?
There's a Brown, the Browns in Cayman Brac.
Oh, so there's a Cayman Brac connection. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you'd be surprised how it all is interwoven.
Yes.
Yeah. So you part Bracker then?
Yeah, we got plenty of families in the Brac.
Yeah.
See them there? My grandmother was a midwife. There's a Brown. That's why the clinic up there is named after her.
Which clinic is that?
Northside Clinic.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, so you gotta show us who they are. That's a picture of them now.
Yeah, this is my grandfather, Nicodemus.
Oh, just hold it up so the camera can see. That's your grandfather in the far.
This is my grandfather, Nicodemus Brown. This is my grandmother, Disa Brown. This is my aunt. This is Gladys' mother, Aunt Iris, and her husband, Alan.
Let me get a little close up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alan E. Banks. Yeah.
Wow. So this photo is quite old.
Yes. Yes.
You're so fortunate to still have that handy.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yes.
So what was it like? Did you grow up then in Northside, or you guys?
Pardon me. I was born in Northside, but we lived in Georgetown. I come to Georgetown to live for a part of my school years.
Okay.
Did some in Northside, then the rest in Teacher Hill School in Georgetown. Yes, and I went to school.
Now, who was Teacher Hill? Where was that one?
Right up on the waterfront. Teacher Mark Field and Teacher Hill.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Right there with the, what's there now? Must be the dock. Yes.
Right there on the waterfront.
Yes. Yes, so I grew up in Georgetown part of my life. And I stayed with, well, Mama house was close to my grandmother's, Leah Seymour, there. So my grandmother used to have a little restaurant where she cooked from and sell. That was leave all on me. I remember starting to work from the time I was 9 years old.
Wow.
Yes, I had to do it all.
Yes. So what kind of work did you do then as a 9-year-old?
You know what? I take care of my grandmother's place. And every evening, I would go to the older people place and wash up their dishes for them for threepence.
Threepence?
Yeah.
How much is that?
I guess 3 cents now. 3 cents now. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was called a threepence.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yes.
So what do you remember about the early years? You had other siblings as well? Your mom
I had siblings. My oldest brother was Joe Brown. He wasn't for my father. My mother had him before marriage. Then me, Ruben, my sister Charmin, Lovita, Calbert, Lambert. Lambert, I play music now.
Okay. Lame.
Yeah, Lame.
Yes.
Then Calbert, that riding up the bicycle up and down Westville, like in this world. Then Gail, the youngest one, Celia.
Okay.
Yes. So it was all of us. But in my life, I stayed with my grandmother most of my time.
Okay.
And then when I was 14 years old, I went to stay with Ina Royal, which is Bernard's mother.
Wow. Okay.
And she took me like I was her child. I grew up then around them the rest of my life until I got married.
Wow.
I would visit my mother on weekends, but I was there all the time with them.
Yes. So that's so interesting because Mr. Brainard, he was an only child for his mother.
She had a daughter, but she
had
died
a daughter.
in childbirth.
Oh.
That they got it in his funeral thing.
Oh,
and everybody's
okay.
asking. And I say, yeah, Miss Ina, her first child was a daughter, but she died in childbirth, but he still remember that.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. So what was it like then? You know, you were living there with her. You were living there with her for that time. What do you remember about the days that you were with her from 14? What was that like?
Oh, I had to get up and kill about 12 chickens every Monday. Cut them up, put them in bags, plastic bag to put in the fridge for the whole week.
For the whole week, okay.
Do all the cooking and cleaning the house.
Okay. Now, you know, we have an issue with the chickens all over the place now. So back in those days, you didn't have them in abundance because you were actually eating them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because they had a long chicken run. And every Monday morning, I would get up early and go and get them, kill them, wring their neck, and peel them right off.
Right. So from early on, you were, how old were you when you say you first started to cook? Because it looks like you learned skills in the kitchen early.
I learned skills very early.
Yes.
Very early. I must be about 10, 9 with my grandparents. Everything I see them do, I do it.
Yes.
That's where I learned.
That's how you learned to cook?
Yes.
And you said your grandmother did that for a living, so.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, she did that for a living. My grandfather was a farmer and he used to bring in the bread kind and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
So, did you have, I know back in those days, I think most kids went to school up to a certain age. What do you remember about your school, your time at school?
I went part-time to Northside School, and then I come to Georgetown. My mother come to Georgetown to live. Then I went to Teacher Hill School out on the waterfront.
Yes.
Yeah, there.
And how old were you then? How far up would you have gone until you were probably 14?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I didn't went to high school because that was just the time from then.
That's how it was.
Yes.
And those
went to school. So I did part-time in Northside. The rest of my time I went to school in Georgetown. under the teaching of Teacher Hill. Teacher
Where was
Marquis.
Teacher Hill from?
He was a Jamaican.
Okay.
Claude Hill. You know, Barbara. She has a flower shop. And what's her name? Judah Hill. Judah Hill. That was her father.
You don't know what part of Jamaica he was from?
No.
Okay, but he was a teacher. So he worked along with Teacher Matt Field, who was right here from Georgetown.
Yeah.
Okay. And this was a government school, or
Government
it was
school.
government school?
Government school, yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so you did your subjects then
Yeah.
that they would have provided at the
Yeah,
time?
I went to 6th standard. Yes.
Very good. So then you said that when you were with Mr. Bernard's mom, you were basically responsible for helping to manage the house.
Yeah. I worked for them.
Yes.
I used to come see my parents, my grandparents, but I would sleep some weekends with them, sleep some weekends with my...
Right.
Yes.
So they took you in, was it almost as a worker or as a child, you would say, as one of their...
A child.
Yeah, but you were still expected to, as in households back then?
Yeah.
As a child, you had to carry your load?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and they must have enjoyed your cook. Okay, so you were then expected to contribute in the household, and you did cooking and probably general cleaning and stuff.
Sleep there, yeah. Best part about my living there, that Pop was afraid of cat and I was.
Afraid of cats? Oh my gosh.
Mr. Royal, Bernard's father, he was afraid of cat.
Oh wow.
When he get home and the cat was out, he would scream. And we were on the back porch standing on the high place screaming until somebody could come over.
So there was actually a cat in the house?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and he was afraid of him?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That must have made for some entertaining times then.
Yeah, yes, it was.
Yeah. What was Mr. Royal like? What kind of man was he? Like,
lovely person.
Lovely.
He was a good man.
So nice.
He was Mr. Desmond Watler. Yeah. Brother.
Yeah. Wow. So, how old were you then, Miss Arita, when you got married?
When I got married, I was 24.
Okay. And how did you meet your husband?
Just round.
Yeah. Okay. He grew up. He was from Georgetown, I guess.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I used to be still working. How I meet him was that he used to work on the dock.
Okay.
And he used to bring things to Messina Royal from Pops. So.
Okay.
We met. He went to sea too. He went to sea. We married in 1962.
Wow.
In 1962. We got married. Yeah.
And you were 24 years old.
I was 24 years old.
That was quite a, I think that was quite a, probably a mature age back then, because a lot of people married younger.
It was.
Yeah, you waited. Yes.
24.
You're 24.
Yes.
And then what was that like? Did he have a home yet, or? No. And he was still going to sea at that time that you got married?
Still going to sea.
Yes. Okay.
We were still going to sea. We lived in a rental place, where Paramount Carpet is now, where that Stevens shop. Right there, it was a house there.
Okay.
And we lived there, and then my grandmother's house was right in from that.
Okay, so it was very close.
I lived there.
All right. And what were the early years like being married to Seaman?
Well,
you just made do?
I just made do. What I did most of my time was that I got there again when I came home in this house with just the floor. No, it wasn't big like this. I did it after. But just this side, the bathroom, and 2 rooms finished. And in the living room, I had cardboard on the floor, in the sand.
So you had a sand floor, and then you put the cardboard on top of that. Wow.
And everybody was welcome.
Yes.
And then everybody started coming around. Because I was, at this time, when I had my children, I would cook in the evenings, go to the people place and ask them if they wanted to buy a little supper. I would take my children out in the wheelbarrow first.
Okay.
And put them out there like where junior shop is now. Because it was one woman there named Nanny. And she loved me, Miss Ludine mother. And I could go out there and put them there, come back and get my pots. And then go out there and stand there with all my pots. And people would come. Who didn't come, I went to them.
So you've been cooking from day one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wonderful. My goodness.
That's where I learned to make fruit cakes from Messina Royal. Because she used to make fruit cake those days. And I made my own wedding cake. I told her that I wanted to do it.
Yes.
She said, "You're not going to do it, Nini." I said, "I am going to make my wedding cake." And she had a sister-in-law from, it was Miss Vita's sister, her sister-in-law, Miss Pauline. And she used to come down every year. And she was the next one, had Miss Bud. She said, "No, we's going to do it, and we's giving that cake. You're not putting your hand on it." I said, "Well, I'm doing my cake, Miss Pauline." And I did it.
And you did it?
And I did it.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yes.
And so they would have helped you then with the wedding preparations?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They did.
And back in those days, what was a wedding like, if you can kind of take us down memory lane? Where did you get married?
In the town hall.
In the town hall. Okay.
Yeah, I was to get married in the church.
Yes.
In the Presbyterian church where I grew up in. But like the gossip around now, it was then. And someone went and tell his parents that I had said that I didn't know what I was getting married for.
Oh my
gosh. And they
gosh.
took that and they spread that everywhere.
Wow.
They even had a letter went to the minister. I had to go to see him for we talked. And when I got there that day, he was reading this thing off and he bring that up to me.
Wow.
And I walked and took it from him and said, "Then you don't need to be here because God knows who I am."
So break this down for Miss Arita, because I'm not sure I even understand this story. So there was a rumor that was started that you said you don't know why you're getting married.
Yeah.
That would have been a big deal in those days. And so they made a big scandal out of it.
Oh, when I got married and I went to visit them, because I was a Christian child from morning, from I grew up in. And I went to them in my wedding dress and they dashed me down.
Your own in-laws? Wow.
Yeah.
So you think it was a situation where they just didn't want you to get married to him? And maybe...
I guess so.
Oh my goodness. Now that would have been some Law Road scandal then. On the old-fashioned Law Road.
But I built fire on their heads that.
Yes. So because of that, they were in the Presbyterian church as well, I take it. So because of that, you couldn't get married in the church?
No, it wasn't that I couldn't.
Oh.
I decided not to.
Right.
Because if you're then you standing for that, listen here, see?
Yes.
You not got God with you.
Yeah.
You should have come to me and asked me first.
Of course, yes.
Yes. You
So
know?
you took a stand.
Yes. And Mr. Ray Barch married me in the Putnam church. It was a big wedding in the town hall.
In the town hall.
Then they had a reception for me. Yeah.
Beautiful. And tell us a little bit about your husband. Who were his people? Where he from? You said he was from Georgetown.
Yeah, he was family to Ferdinand Seymour.
Okay. So he was a Seymour. Yes.
His father was Tit, and him and my husband, 2 first cousins.
Okay. Okay. So the marriage got off to an interesting start then.
Yes, it got off to an interesting start, and it stayed an interesting start. He had his way, but we were married 61 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but he went through enough, poor thing. Everywhere he went, somebody tell him something. I couldn't talk to no one.
My goodness.
Yeah, I don't know. Boy, jealous is a bad thing, you know.
Very.
All my friends, he just had to go with them, and I'm jolly. I'm speaking to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm going into everybody.
Yes.
But they didn't leave it alone. They made one woman from Canada, my best friend, Nancy, she was named. Her husband was the bureau man. And they made him, she picked up one morning and went when planes used to come in to go to Canada, because they told her that he was running me. Poor Larry. He said, oh, I'll be there. He said, that was the hurtfulest thing he ever lived with. They don't call me now. I said the other day that they must be dead. Because
they stayed in touch. Yeah.
He went back home and told her, you know, it wasn't true. And
yes. Yeah.
She came up one time after that and visited me.
Yeah. Things have been tough in Cayman for a long time.
Oh, yes. Because all they do is walk from door to door, find gossip, be idle for the day.
Yeah.
It's so
part
sad.
of Cayman culture.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
It's so sad though.
Yes. What do you remember? Speaking of Cayman culture, lately there's been a lot of discussions like, oh, what is Cayman culture? This, that, and the next thing. When you think of Cayman culture, what comes to mind? What do you think of?
I think about our children.
Yes.
The way they are being brought up now. And be telling all of this foolishness that you don't discipline children, you got to watch what you say to them. Somebody should be able to know what to say to a child. I know we got plenty of them out there that don't even care, but it's plenty that care.
Yes.
And they want to see them raised right.
Absolutely. Yes. Now, speaking of children, how many children did you have then?
For myself?
Yes.
I had 6.
You had 6? Wow.
Yes.
But you seem to have taken on a motherly role for a lot more than 6.
I raised all of my sister's children.
Wow.
Every one of them. They weren't mother material. They just get them and throw them. So they went. My son curses me up to now and say that I should drop down to doing for them, because every one of them, they had to share their life with and how they treat me. Now when I say, never mind, Mama is blessed. It never they go. If I get up and pray and say, this is coming today, or I got $1, someone is coming with one. Yes.
Wow.
I raised Carly and Mark Tiger children. Roy, Christopher. Oh, their children I raised. I worked with them for years. Yeah.
Wow.
I worked down the hotel.
Which hotel would that have been now?
It was Galleon
Beach back in those days.
Back in those days.
Yes.
Yes. Then West Indian Club. Yes, and Coral Cayman. Yeah.
We hear a lot about Galleon Beach. So when was it that you would have been there?
I don't remember that.
That was so long ago.
Yes. I know it was when Miss Monica was working there. You know Miss Monica? Natalie mother. She was the head woman there.
Okay.
In the laundry.
Okay. So that might have been the 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around there. Yes. And Chef John was the chef in the kitchen.
That's Chef John from West Bay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That not long died, Brother John.
Yes. Wow. Okay. And that's when Caymanians, you could see them involved in hospitality.
Yes. Yes, they were.
Yeah. Working with the guests and that sort of thing. Beautiful. So, I mean, you've raised, sounds like a whole village of children.
Oh, yes.
How did you manage to keep your sanity with all those kids?
God knows, but I kept it. I'm going to tell you one story about one little guy. He come from Jamaica, and he used to stay up here with his aunt. He come one day over to me with my children, and I just took him over in Patrick Gordon. He went, your aunt, Anne, your sister, Anne. He went and kissed her one day. And somebody went and tell your grandparents, and they had him in court. You put him in
For
court.
kissing her?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I tell you, I could write 6 books for kissing her.
Oh,
and they was
God.
going to take him to court. And I said, you're not going to no court, Patrick. So I had a friend. She just not long died too. Carol from West Bay. She used to live in Miami. And I said to her, I got one child I want to send to the States for a couple of weeks. She said, well, why? So I said it to somebody else, and they told me that the boy have an aunt in the States.
Okay.
And the aunt was here. I went to her, and she said, yes. She said, well, why do you want to send him to court? I said, because he kissed Anne. And I say some fast one went with more, and Miss Ormond, Miss Charles Bond were upset. So I put him on the plane and sent him. And he was gone for 32 years.
Oh my God. Wow.
You know, he come here and read to her funeral. He read the scripture to her funeral.
Wow.
And these girls was saying about something about him. And he said when they were cutting up the cakes and things, he said, well, please give him a piece of cassava cake, because he had bring some friends with him. And they said they didn't have no more. And he said, that's all right. When I go to Mom's, I'll get cassava cake. So they asked him who he know here. He said, why no hair? He said, I raised up hair. He said, you know Elrita Seymour? And they tell him he was a liar.
They didn't believe him.
No, said Elvira Seymour raised you. He said, yes, that's my mother. That's my mother. And they couldn't believe it. And when he come with 2 of his friends. And he said, Mom, he said, just because you do things and you want secret with it, everybody believe that you never did nothing in Cayman. He said, but they wouldn't know who you are. He said, you know how they run with me and tell me no, that you didn't raise me? I said, yeah, but leave them there. Because I always said this is something true. I say, Sandra, that if you do something for a child, you don't need to put it in the papers, because you're not doing it with love.
Yes.
Huh? That's to get your name.
Yes.
So I would not make no one with nothing in the papers what I do for no children.
Yes. So you were initially sending him away for a couple of weeks, and it turned into 30-something years.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, but he's done well for himself.
Oh yes, he married. And you know what hurt me when my daughter died? I don't know if he heard it, but it was a couple of months after she died, he come. I think I see him now when he come in the door, and I was sitting on the porch while I was out of it. And he kept driving down this car. Well, I know the house was big. I know he wouldn't know it, you know. And he drive about 7 times he went across. And he's looking, and I said, I wonder who that is looking in here. So, and on his 7th trip, he said, I smiled. I was sitting there and I smiled, and bring in the car with 3 friends, and he said, "Come, boys, mom, this is mom." This.
He recognized the smile.
He said, "Do you know anybody that lived here by the name of Rita Seymour?" I said, "No, I don't know." And when I would come in the door, I gave this big smile, and he come with them boys, and he grabbed me, and he said, "This is my mother. This is my mother." And he said, he come in, he said, "Mom, you know what I want to ask you? All the years that I grew up here, like 24 of us one time, he said, I never seen you vex. I never heard you curse a bad word or say fool. So why are you angry now?" I said, "No, Mom, I'm not angry. Life is changed here now, but I'm not angry.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to change it."
Yes.
So when he come in, and the first thing he said, "Mom, you got custard?" I said, "No, I don't have no custard." I don't have no custard. I said, he said, "You got cassava cake?" I said, "No." I said, "You have to come back."
Yeah.
So I made him custard, bean friends, and cake.
Yes. Yeah.
And when they were having my 70th birthday, my children, they invited him, but he said somebody had date for his wife, so he couldn't attend.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that, you know, people like him appreciated it.
Yeah.
And remembered what you had done for them.
Oh yeah. He had tickets for me to go back with him, and I told him next time. Next time, Patrick.
Yeah. Wow. You have so many stories. You know, I come, as you know, on Sundays sometimes and get my little food, like a lot of people. Now, you cook all during the week, so a lot of people don't know Monday's the only day that you're not open for lunch.
Yeah.
But you do all of our traditional dishes and stuff. So sometimes when I'm in the mood for some good home cooking, I come and make sure I get a little plate of food. And it's so nice to see all the Caymanian faces that walk in and out of this door every single week. And sometimes I know you sit here with your friends that visit and you guys talk. I remember you telling this story one day. I'm not sure which child this was, but there was some mix up with the police. Do you remember which story that was? And I heard you recalling how you really went to bat for this child and defended the child against the police and told them no, they wasn't gonna. Yeah, tell us that story, because I thought, you know, these are examples of mothers who cared, and they weren't gonna just allow the system to get a hold of their children for no reason. You better make sure you had gotten your story straight.
Yes, that's right. Yes, it was my son Barton. I had just come home from the state. I was home for a while, but he was going to school in the United States. I sent him to school one point in life to the States, because I was up there then, but I come back. And come home. We used to have a car wash out behind there. And I'm out the back doing things. I was dirty. I'd never forget my dirty clothes I had on. I was cleaning. And I saw the police them come in the yard. They asked Phil was here. If Phil was here, that's my oldest one that had the car wash. Said, no, he's not here. Phil went out with a car. They never told me what they wanted. They never said one word to me about what they wanted. By the time I come in the house and went back, they had grabbed my baby and gone with him.
And how old would he have been then, you think?
I think he was about, when he went to the States, he was about 11.
Wow.
And he did a couple of years there well.
Yeah.
When he come back, he might have been was 16. Around that
so
age.
very young.
Yeah. And I goes and said to my husband, I say, they gone with Barton, I wonder what is going on. He said, well, he don't know. But he goes to him and asks him what was. And he said, well, you'll have to take him. That's what they said to him, not knowing nothing. I said, you take my child? I said, no. I said, boy, not this evening. I changed my clothes. I went up there. If I tell you something about me, I had nerve problem all my life. And I prayed and I prayed. And I said I had to get rid of it, but I used to tremble a lot. Sick child. And I went up there. And I waited. They had him upstairs. And I waited down there. Helen Martin, Namazine, come and pick me up because they had hair just now, and I was like mother to them. Come and pick me up. He said, Reed, what is we hear about Barton? They get Barton? And I said, yes. I said, but I'm gonna carry me home. Let me take one of my nerve pills. I said, carry me home. They bring me home. I took the nerve pill. And I said, I'm gonna carry me back. They said they're not carrying me back. I said, yeah, I'm gonna carry me back up there. My child, no way.
And where was the police station in those days?
Right up. Right where it is now.
Okay.
A small.
Just a smaller building.
Wooden place there. And I sit down there early come. He went playing the fool with him. The first thing, I said, how long they can have my baby up there? You know, one of them was married to, one of the boys was married to Peter Webb's daughter, Norma. It was Norma, and the other one was me, Lorna. This one was Lorna, Norma's husband.
Norma's husband?
Yeah. And I waited, and all of a sudden they made him come to the stairs and say that I must come up there. I said, why I must come up there? They said, because he said that they're gonna have to, no, Barton looked down and cried, and he said, Mommy, they said they're gonna have to lock me up. I said, lock you up for what? What did you do? He said, I know I didn't do nothing, Mama, but they put a gun down in my throat and say if I didn't say.
Wait. Put a gun?
That's what I said.
Oh my God.
If I didn't say.
Oh my God.
Yes. They was going to kill me, and I didn't want to die and leave you now. You darling. I went into position. I run up there. I grabbed all two of them on their balls. And I hold them, and I kick them, and they kick them down, and I went crazy. You know, if you want to, what name it, Ken Hall, you know Ken Hall, the police?
I've heard the name.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Me and him were good friends. He had said that when he come to Cayman, he had said he had tell his mother in Barbados that if she do anything, and he's a police, he want to lock her up. But he said when he come Cayman, he changed that. Said when he come, because I used to wash their clothes and cook for him. And he said he changed that program from then. He said because this woman do not mix to that with foolishness, nothing. This is the kind of woman that and he said, no sir. He didn't know how they could do something. Call him and he tell him, the two of them. He said, Wanna did, but she hard, and I went, listen to me, and I better don't do no foolishness there. They said, you know what they said to him? She's an asshole. She got us your hole. She got us your hole, and now, and then tear up all body right and shove it down our throat. I said, yeah. And I stayed there, and I said, and he told him, he said, well, if I don't want to go to England to the Supreme Court, he said, I better let it go. Put it under the rug, because I can tell on her that she not gonna leave that like that. He said, Anna gonna have to put up with Anna beating. He said, Anna know what Anna did. And the part is that the one that was married to Lorna, he picked up and went. One day Lorna come here and said to me, Miss Elrita, I come to ask you that. Leslie Winnie. Leslie asked if he could come and buy some food. I said, yes, he can come and buy his food. I have nothing against him. He should be the one worrying, not me. I say he can come and buy his food anytime.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you didn't hold no malice, but
No.
in that moment you stood up for your child.
I only stood up for my child.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. And did you ever hear what it was about? Who they were looking for? And
because one Jamaica woman had told them that one of them come to rape her. You should see her. And they wanted stripes. Now you see them there, she was get stripes. So they walk her up and down, short woman. And don't think that I never gave it to her. In them days you could go, when people do things like that, you could go and get them gone. And I just kind of went to the board and I say, and then they call in all these people and ask them. And I set them up because then they come and they picked up my nephew.
So they were just randomly picking up people?
Yes. And they picked him up. And Ron, his brother was in the police force then, and he would go. They were out, and he get in the car with them. And the woman was in there, and she said to the police, "Which one must I pick when I get there?" To say it was him. And Ron asked what happened, and he went to the station. And when he get there, he find me there.
My God.
I said, and you know, those Holston, John Holston, and them from Cayman back, those rich guys, me and them were close friends. Well, I told John, I said, John, why you sending all these lawyers up? I don't need no lawyer. I said.
But they had your back in case you needed it.
Yep. That's right. That's right.
Wow.
And to know that they still, the other one still can get Cayman papers and they're gone back lawyer. Lawyer. But I had the privilege when my grandson got married, my daughter-in-law had him sitting to the table MC. When she put me there, I said, "What you did here to me?"
Yeah.
He said, "Miss Elvita, do you ever forgive?" I said, "Long time I forgive you, but I don't forget."
Yes.
I forgive you, but I don't forget. I said, because you shouldn't be around other human beings. Just like that.
Yeah. Wow.
And Yolanda said that, and he said, "What a woman." So I heard John, the one that Ken told him, he said, "Yeah, if I won't get killed, go at one of her children." Because I tell them that this woman, I live in her place, she's the best person in the world, but don't stand on them toes with wrong. When it comes on wrongdoing, not for her.
Yeah. And innocent children too, I mean, come on, you know.
Children.
Yeah.
Children. And this is you don't know how it tears my heart. Then I went Francis Borden and worked.
What was that like?
Oh, it was
God.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Wonderful. The children loved me, and I worked, and I had no problem there till a couple Caymanians come in. I worked with all kind of people, Canadian, this. And I said, you know what? I'm not making none of them run me.
Our own people?
Our own people. And when we get the job for her, I just stayed there.
Wow.
And worked till in 1999. I said, it's 14 years. I went back after 2 years and helped them, so that's where the 16 come in for nothing. But I said, it's time for me to go. You have me this way, having the children straight and telling them all is right, and you have two on the side telling them, oh, well, they even tell them that I didn't went to college. They didn't know how I want to take over this big job. They used to go, and I had a English woman working there, Miss Georgina. Miss Georgina said, Elrita, what have you done to these people? You're such a loving person. You're such a wonderful person to be around. She said, and every time you turn around, they got something on you.
Wow.
She said one of them come and ask me, how much money you making?
Oh my gosh, bad mind.
I said, Miss Georgina, they come knock the right window. She said, yes, all she did was look at them and laugh. I had one little girl there, my own, from junior had her raising with my cousin Orville. And when I used to school her, she would call her Aunt Queen and she would sit down and write up there and tell them, mustn't make me have not to say to Daffy, no, I got my job, you know. And I said, you look at this, and I have to comb, if I'm home or my helper had to comb her hair, she had to come on one day and dress for school. And then I must, after they send her up there, I mustn't have nothing to say to her. I said, oh.
Wow.
But anyway, I still get blessings from her. She saw me in England now, and she, I don't take no messages because I know it. I don't know nothing about it, and I never bust my brain. But of course, she sends the message through Shelda, and she's doing very good.
Yes.
Her and our children.
Good.
Yes.
Good. So in those days, there was a time when it took a village, but then you could see it kind of disappearing a little bit.
Yes.
Where the village didn't want you to interfere with the children.
Yes. Yes. Oh yes. Yes, because everybody could go out there and tell a child, no, you mustn't do that because we're going to tell your grandparents or they're going to tell your parents and you would, but yeah.
Yeah, so that mentality then of everybody being able to chip in and help to raise children, help to discipline children, look after them, that's kind of gone out the window a little bit now.
Gone out the window because everybody for themselves. Nobody take the time to say, hey, you come here, I have something, but I can tell you that off of this. How our children are being treated by all the people in this country now. Everybody's human being, and I love every human being. But you must know your place and when and how. Yes, you can say something. Yes, that's your right. But
there's
you
a way.
explain it is they open up to these children and says all kind of things, but they never sit and explain it to them. And you know why I say this?
Yes.
This is how I would handle it. If not you feeling that way, you tell me how you feel. That's how I deal with children.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. And everyone that come along.
All right, Miss Rita, we've had such a really lovely time spending with you today. So you've got all these wonderful children, grandchildren, great-grand. You have any great-great-grand?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got Siobhan's, the daughter that died. She got 3 children.
Okay.
Our daughter, Siobhan.
Yes.
She got 3 children.
So what do you think, you know, I guess people say, well, what are people going to remember you for? What will your legacy be? Obviously the cooking for sure. We're going to always remember you for that.
Yes.
But for being a mother.
For being a mother.
Yeah.
To so many children and loving them. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And no one come to the door, whether they got one or not, that they went and didn't have a meal. Up to the other day, we were talking and I told my children, on my tombstone, it must be put, a life well lived. Yeah. Yeah, because I live it. I went to the States and worked. Raised there.
How long were you in the States for?
I went and come.
Okay.
The first time I went in '72. And that was when my sister first went there. She went in '69, and then she called and asked me if I wanted to come on a trip, and I went on the trip and I stayed 4 years before I come back. They were the first set of children I raised. And then I come back home for a while, and it was the government, this doctor and his wife sent to Cayman to ask for a helper. Them days, that's how they did. And I goes and put in my name, and I was the one they picked.
Wow.
And then I went to work with them. About 3 years I did with them. Because poor Gail, every time she got pregnant, she had a miscarriage. She was a nurse and he was a psychiatrist doctor. And I worked with them for a while.
Wow.
Yes.
Lots of memories then.
Yeah. The Pearl that just come here, she was in the States over in Boston when I was in Pennsylvania. And we used to talk so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Wonderful.
She was minding children too.
Yes. Well, truly amazing. Thank you so much, Miss Arita. We really appreciate you. And, you know, sometimes I guess being a mother to so many might seem like a thankless job, but I'm sure you saved so many lives.
I would do it all over again.
Yeah.
If I had to. Like some time ago, Shelda had with this little boy, Brian Eubank's son, and he had told them that he was going to sue them for taking his child out of school. He used to be so bad in school, he broken up things. You know how many children that they had bringing these big people to counsel them, and the children worse than ever. And I had to take them. And I said to them, I said to Shelda, I say, well, Brian Campbell don't want me to come at him. Because I say, I had it with Brian. I used to go to Miss Sister clean for her. She used to sell buns and things, do her little restaurant. And how much time we never had to tie hold him to tie him up with rope. I said, the child taken after him. So one day, long after one day, he come to pick him up. And I said, well, how you come? He said, Miss Elrita, if I had $1 million, I don't know how you did it, but boy, he said, my son is like somebody reborn again. I don't have one trouble with him, you know. All he talks about is how you make so much good chicken soup. And every time he come in, he say, must call me and tell me make him some chicken soup. You know what plan I want to do? Is starve the children. When he come here, I remember the first Christmas. We bought Christmas things for everyone. And when we gave him his Christmas pajamas, 4 days he wouldn't take them off. He was so excited to see what it was. This is why some of the children stay back. See? And now, you can't tell nobody nothing about me. I asked him that, but I went up to him and I talked, and he said, Miss Elrita, you must forgive me. Because at the time when they moved my child and put him, I didn't know where he was. I had no what name. That's why I say.
Yes,
and
he was upset.
And of course, my philosophy is that when they're here, first going off, I don't want Anna to know.
Yeah.
Because Anna going to come every minute in and disturb them. And
so you were doing like foster care then? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was very important for you to separate the child so you could work with
well,
them.
it's Shelda that really got him. It was Shelda doing it, but of course, Shelda go to work, so they leave on me, so yes.
Wow.
Yes, you know, one little East End girl too I had here. I heard her, somebody come the other day and tell me, boy, Miss Elvira, you has done something in life, you know, that she got one little place now and what name. I say, yeah, government spending money, bringing these people down, had to counsel them. If I didn't step in, she would have had done kill herself, but she doing very good.
Wow. What do you think then that our young people need the most? Like, what's the secret to raising young people who are productive? What is it that they're missing, you think?
I think being a parent, put it to them, because every one of them, if they did something wrong, instead of them sitting down with them and show them that point where this is how we did it, from how you're doing it now, but just remember now, this could be a consequence to all of you. But hear me out. They don't do that. They just got some.
Yeah.
That's not helping them.
Right.
See?
Yeah.
That's not helping no children.
Yes.
And then they get so angry.
Yeah.
With the children. No, you can't, because they're gonna tolerate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's showing them more love then.
Yes. Yes, even this one had to do me all this. You gotta hear me when I wasn't in mind the day and say, just watch, want to put a pair of shorts. Miss Boob always telling me, boy, Elvita, she said, use something else with these children. But you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She said, no, sir. She said, I don't know if you can do it, but.
Lots of patience.
Yeah. Yes, you gotta have plenty of patience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because when all of that going on, the only place to go is to your Bible. Well, that's where I get when I get any little upsetment. In the room, lock up. That's my time. Get on my knees
and pray about it and read your Bible.
Yes. All that she makes fun of me with. She says, when she don't see me reading it one night, she'll sit there and say, not read your Bible yet? I said, no, I never read my Bible because you wasn't here.
Oh my gosh.
That I want. So.
Yeah. Well, Miss Elvita, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're such a blessing to the community, and I just want you to know that. We really appreciate you.
Yeah.
And I know I've been nagging you for a long time to get this done.
Yeah.
So thank you for taking some time out of your day and spending with us.
Yeah.
And I know our listeners are going to love this segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really appreciate you. Any final words of wisdom?
Keep the faith. Don't worry about what they say. You know who you are. No one can take that from you. You know who you are, what you do. No one can take it from you.
Yes.
You can't win all of them, so. And
Wonderful.
people are going to talk. They are going to make what they want.
Yes.
Yep. That's what I always tell them every time I hear this. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. You have to wait till you get the rights to that now before you can pass judgment.
Yes.
Yes. But no, they got to get in it and carry it their way and do it their way till it get out there, and then it brings a big thing. Yeah. I can tell them, I say sometimes I wonder, I'm 83 years old, and I believe I could tell you how many houses I went to visit.
No mix-up business.
Nope. I remember my sister-in-law, she was married to her brother, Althea, she was named. And I went to visit her when they bring her from the States. She was right down there with the house. And I went there and was helping her and being so nice to her. And the next week, I heard that I had come there and said that, you're not dead yet? Girl, you don't know how that hurt me. That hurt me up till today. Because I said, well, who could bring that up? Because the only thing she said to me, and I said to her back that I was upset about, she said, you're living right there by Queenie. She got all them beds spread and towels hanging out. You're not going to hang out. I hold her hand and I prayed with her. And I said, all of those things don't bother you, Elvita. I said, people will have their things. It's not yours. Don't let your mind get there. And prayed with her. And I come from there, and I never when I hear that, I cried for days.
Oh my God.
And if you see me go to them when they're sick like that, you must know that they're special. Because I mean, a simple thing is that to go to her. And what I did, when her children did, when she died, I took 4 of them here to raise them. I raised them.
Wow.
They're just something else. But you have to keep up the faith and say, it's not bothering me because it don't really bother me, and I don't let it keep me from being that person.
Yes. You still have to do good.
Yes.
Yes. Wow.
Sometimes my children be rubbing and saying, Mom, everybody come. White, black, you gonna get something to give them? After yesterday when Tora Creighton come, I said to her, I said, Tora, I didn't even know that that you had ordered food. She said, oh, man, he didn't tell you. And I tell her to tell you I love you. I said, no, man, he didn't tell me a word.
Yeah. Well, I thank you so much for just being you.
Yes.
Truly amazing. All right, folks, that's been Miss Alrita Seymour. I appreciate you, Miss Alrita.
Okay.